Uno Mobile esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile esports. Do you have what it takes?
Uno!
Hi everyone, it's Laura, your February Uno Cup champion, and I'm excited to be in the grand finales for 2023. I'm 54 years old. I'm probably the oldest person in this competition. I live in the Los Angeles area of California, and I want to wish everybody good luck in this competition, and may the best person win with a little luck of the cards. Thank you. I love you all.
Hi, I'm Joey Gravadoni. My in-game name is Joey. I am from Northern Michigan and I qualified back in February and got second place. My favorite Uno Mobile game modes are Go Wild, 2v2, or Solo, the highest stakes possible. I play a very aggressive style of Uno and challenge everything I come across, so those other finalists better watch out. I'm coming for them.
Hi, my name is Destiny Langlois. My in-game name is Destiny Adami. I am from Central Michigan. I qualified for the Community Cup in March and took first place overall. I have been playing Uno for a little over a year now. If you could choose anyone who you would think would win, I would hope it would be me. When I set my mind to something, I go for it, and I'm ready to take first place again. So I hope you could choose me, and I'm excited for what's to come. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kobe. My in-game name also Kobe. I'm from Canada, Ontario. I was placed second of the March final. I've been playing for Uno Mobile almost 2 years now. I'm usually playing Uno Mobile with my best friend. Also, favorite mode is a single play because it gives me good strategy and skills to be prepared with the annual final. If you vote me, you will be satisfied.
Hi everyone, I'm Marquise, aka M1190, and I'm the May champion who also finished top 3 in August. I'm representing North Jersey and the tri-state area. I've been playing Uno Mobile on and off for 4 years as a way to first fill time at work, to look on my job, and just to compete, so you know, I love competition.
Hi everyone, my name is Melissa Appleton and I am from British Columbia, Canada, representing the Canadians in the Uno Mobile Cup Championship. I can't wait. My screen name is Isabella and I won the July qualifying round. I love playing Uno with my kids and my husband, and I've been playing for about 2 to 3 years now. Just want to say good luck to all of the competitors and have fun. It's going to be great. Thanks for watching and good luck everyone.
Hi, I'm Alexis Turner. My in-game name is Alexis Hannah. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I qualified for the Uno Mobile Community Cup in July. I got second place, but don't let that deter you because I've been playing for about 4 years and I've been working really hard on my strategies and what in-game moves I want to make for this annual final. I'm really excited and I really want to win, so please vote for me.
Hey everyone, what's going on? My name's Ryan Patrick. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and my in-game name on Uno is Ryan. I qualified for the annual final through the August championship where I finished in second place. And I've been playing Uno Mobile for a couple of years now, and I would say I'm very familiar with the strategy it takes to win and to take down the competition, and I think that's going to give me a great shot in the final. And you should vote for me because I just hate to lose. Like, I hate losing when it comes to anything, and the same goes for Uno.
Hi there, I am Erica Bouchard, and I am Erica R1101. I am from New Brunswick, Canada, and I started playing Uno a few years ago, and I got really excited when the Community Cup started because it was a chance to win some money. And so I did, and I finally qualified in first place in the September edition, and here I am. Please vote for me.
Hey guys, my name's Dan Lassick. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. My Community Cup name is Dan L. I've been playing the online Uno for about a year now. I originally heard about the Community Cup from my wife. I started playing it back in the summer. It took me a few months, but then ended up placing second in the September Community Cup. My favorite game on a daily basis is the typical just go wild 2v2. I don't have any partners or anything that I play with. I just like randomly pick it. I think it keeps things interesting and keeps things challenging. And looking forward to the finals in November, and look forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks.
Welcome, Uno community. My name is Trish, aka Romeo in the game. I want to thank you all for your support and put on these competitions for us. If this game was easy, I would not play this game. This is why I play the game. So, to all my Uno family, give it your all, try your best in life and in Uno, and never give up.
Hi everyone, my name is Tunisia, in-game name is Jaja. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I qualified for the annual finals after placing second in the October monthly finals. I've been playing Uno for just over a year now on the mobile app. I look forward to seeing you at the annual finals.
Uno! Reverse! Uno! You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Reverse. Uno. Reverse. Reverse. Uno.
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes? You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, But now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Uno!
Hi everyone, it's Laura, your February Uno Cup champion, and I'm excited to be in the grand finales for 2023. I'm 54 years old. I'm probably the oldest person in this competition. I live in the Los Angeles area of California, and I want to wish everybody good luck in this competition, and may the best person win with a little luck of the cards. Thank you. I love you all.
Hi, I'm Joey Gravadoni. My in-game name is Joey. I am from Northern Michigan, and I qualified back in February and got second place. My favorite Uno Mobile game modes are Go Wild, 2v2, or Solo, the highest stakes possible. I play a very aggressive style of Uno and challenge everything I come across, so those other finalists better watch out. I'm coming for them.
Hi, my name is Destiny Langlois. My in-game name is Destiny Adami. I am from Central Michigan. I qualified for the Community Cup in March and took first place overall. I have been playing Uno for a little over a year now. If you could choose anyone who you would think would win, I would hope it would be me. When I set my mind to something, I go for it, and I'm ready to take first place again. So I hope you could choose me, and I'm excited for what's to come. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Gojj. My in-game name also Gojj. I'm from Canada, Ontario. I was placed second of the March final. I've been playing for Uno Mobile almost 2 years now. I'm usually playing Uno Mobile with my best friend. Also, favorite mode is a single play because it gives me good strategy and skills to be prepared with the annual final. If you vote me, you will be satisfied.
Hi everyone, I'm Marquise, aka M21190, and I'm the May champion who also finished top 3 in August. I'm representing North Jersey and the tri-state area. I've been playing Uno Mobile on and off for 4 years as a way to first fill time at work, to look on my job, and just to compete. So I love competition.
Appleton, and I am from British Columbia, Canada, representing the Canadians in the Uno Mobile Cup Championship. I can't wait. My screen name is Isabella, and I won the July qualifying round. I love playing Uno with my kids and my husband, and I've been playing for about 2 to 3 years now. Just want to say good luck to all of the competitors and have fun. It's going to be great. Thanks for watching, and good luck, everyone.
Hi, I'm Alexis Turner. My in-game name is Alexis Hannah. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I qualified for the Uno Mobile Community Cup in July. I got second place, but don't let that deter you because I've been playing for about 4 years and I've been working really hard on my strategies and what in-game moves I want to make for this annual final. I'm really excited and I really want to win. So please vote for me.
Hey everyone, what's going on? My name's Ryan Patrick. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and my in-game name on Uno is Ryan. I qualified for the annual final through the August Championship, where I finished in second place. And I've been playing Uno Mobile for a couple of years now, and I would say I'm very familiar with the strategy it takes to win and to take down the competition, and I think that's going to give me a great shot in the final. And you should vote for me because I just hate to lose. Like, I hate losing when it comes to anything, and the same goes for Uno.
Hi there, I am Erica Bouchard, and I am Erica R1101. I am from New Brunswick, Canada, and I started playing Uno a few years ago, and I got really excited when the Community Cup started because it was a chance to win some money. And so I did, and I finally qualified in first place in the September edition, and here I am. Please vote for me.
Hey guys, my name's Dan Lassick. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. My Community Cup name is Dan L. I've been playing the online Uno for about a year now. I originally heard about the Community Cup from my wife. I started playing it back in the summer. It took me a few months, but then ended up placing second in the September Community Cup. My favorite game on a daily basis is the typical just go wild 2v2. I don't have any partners or anything that I play with. I just like randomly pick it. I think it keeps things interesting and keeps things challenging. And looking forward to the finals in November, and look forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks.
Welcome, Uno community. My name is Trish, aka Romeo in the game. I want to thank you all for your support and put on these competitions for us. If this game was easy, I would not play this game. This is why I play the game. So, to all my Uno family, give it your all, try your best in life and in Uno, and never give up.
Hi everyone, my name is Tunisia, in-game name is Jaja. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I qualified for the annual finals after placing second in the October monthly finals. I've been playing Uno for just over a year now on the mobile app. I look forward to seeing you at the annual finals.
Uno! Uno!
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Reverse. Uno. Reverse. Reverse. Uno!
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Unbelievable. Listen into the celebrations.
Oh my god.
I don't even know what I just did, but I did it.
No way, dude.
Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. No matter where you are in the world, welcome into the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup 2023 Annual Finals. We're finally here, and after a whole year of competition, we're so excited that we got to watch thousands of players participating in our in-game qualifiers, as well as the now over 100 players that made it to our monthly finals. But we are here today to witness the top 16 representing the whole community battle it out to win the title. It's time to see who will be the first Uno Mobile Community Cup Champion of the Year. I am so excited to be your host today. Of course, my name is Gojj. If this is the first time you're tuning into the broadcast, don't worry, we've got a lot in store for you, from giveaways to all types of things that you want to get your hands on, and some amazing action, of course. But before we get there, I need to remind you that to get your hands on any of the giveaways we're going to be showing you throughout the show, you've got to download Uno Mobile for free on the iOS or Android Google Play stores. It's free. Go get your hands on it. We'll give you a ton of coins along the way just by following along with the broadcast. And if you haven't already, make sure you follow all the Uno Mobile major socials. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch as well. Brand new Twitch channel over there. So make sure you click follow, or maybe click that like button if you're watching on YouTube with us. I'll be hanging out in the chat a little bit. I'll be able to watch your comments, and we might even have some raffles that are going on in the chat as well. So I told you I would reward you, and it's time to do that already. So let's go ahead and run that first giveaway. You've earned it. You're already here. You're here early. The show is just getting started, and here's your first gift code of the day. All you got to do is click that cogwheel in the top left-hand corner of your Uno Mobile app, then go down to the bottom where it says redeem, click that gift code button, and type in the code 1, the number 1, Uno 2023, the numbers, and then the name champion. Type in everything you see on your screen. You're going to get 400 coins, 5 diamonds, and 1 4X shield. So go type this in right now. We've got several more of these coming down the line. 1 Uno 2023 champion. All right, you've earned it, and we've got more in just a couple minutes. And we've also got a couple other ways to earn coins throughout the show. There's a fun new vote in-app function that you've got to get your hands on right now. So if you're watching the show from the app, amazing. Thanks for doing that. When this symbol pops up before our matches, it's that question mark card with the coin next to it. That's going to be the note that you click, and you can actually vote on who you think's going to win that match. And if you guess correctly, well, you get 500 coins. You're going to have the chance to do this 7 times throughout the show. So you can do the math on that, but that's about 3,500 coins that you can earn if you guess correctly all the way to the finish line and then guess our champion in the grand finals. So again, a lot to talk about today. And look, you've heard me talk all year, and it's so special that I get to be back here hosting the grand finals, but I've got to bring in 2 friends of mine. We got to welcome back Katie Bedford, but also welcome for the first time Courage, JD, and Uno champion himself. Let's start with you, Courage. How you feeling?
Oh, Gojj, any day that I'm with you and Katie is a great day, but it's an even better day because we're going to see people compete for $10,000 in Uno Mobile today. Yes, I'm very grateful to be here because they knew, hey, we need someone who's a champion at Uno because we know Katie and Gojj aren't. So that's why I'm here bringing the champion's perspective.
Honestly, fair enough. I'm really excited to have you in the booth today. You and I are going to be casting all the action, but kind of leading the charge for us today. Katie, how are you feeling? It's so good to have you back.
Well, I've had a few conflicted emotions now. Kurt's brought me up, brought me down. We're even out, even keel as we get into the rest of this tournament. Because, Courage, you just teased it. You said that there's $10,000 on the line. That means first place could be taking a large chunk of the change. But can you walk us through exactly what these players are fighting for?
Yeah, listen, I mean, any day you get to kind of roll out of bed, hop on your phone, play some Uno Mobile, and compete for this much money is a darn good day. And yes, as you see it, 8th through 5th, $250. 3rd and 4th, $750 each. 2nd place, $2,500. But first place will walk away today with a whopping $5,000. And Gojj, that is nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah, I'm not shaking any sticks. I do have some extra good news, though. We've got $5,000 for first place, but we also have an incredible trophy for the champion. It sits behind me. Well, it sat behind me for the last year or so, and here it is on main screen. This is the coveted Uno Mobile Community Cup 2023 Champion Trophy, and you're gonna have to get your hands on it, and I'm gonna have to ship it to you if you win today. So I'll be curious to see who wins it, walks away with that 5K as well as that trophy, Katie.
Gojj, I know that you don't want to let go of that trophy, but it's actually written into the rules that you must, in fact, ship it to them. And that's not the only rule that we're going to have to work ourselves through. So I know it's going to break your heart to talk about these, but Gojj, please bring us through the rules of today's tournament.
Yeah, we've got only a couple rules, and if you've watched one of these shows before, you probably know the rules, but I want to re-explain for our new viewers. It's pretty simple. We have 16 total players in our bracket, and at each stage of the competition, the top 2 players will be advancing, with the first player being the player who gets to 3 wins first, the second player being the player with the second most wins. There's some tiebreakers we'll talk about if we get into those, but as per usual, we'll be using the same house rule of stacking, as well as the coveted house card, Katie, of discard all.
Oh, discard all. We have seen some crazy plays, some wild moments throughout the Community Cup, throughout all of these months, which has brought us to this final bracket, Courage. So let's take a look at all the names who have gotten to the top 2 to make it here today.
I mean, look, there are people from across the world competing, but also biggest thing to keep in mind, these players have qualified through being the champion or runner-up on their respective months. So they're all top of their game. We're going to start on off with Group A. You can see exactly how we're going to break down Laura, Kobe, Daniel, and Romeo. I don't know too much about each individual player, but if you've made it this far, you've got to be darn good at Uno Mobile.
Right. And Jack, I think it's a great shout. And in particular with Group A, the one I want to shout out, Laura's technically our first champion of Uno Mobile Esports, at least from a monthly basis. So in terms of the amount of time she's had to prep for the annual finals, I mean, quite literally all year, she won the February monthly finals and has taken all year to practice and prepare. And here we are in November. So I'm watching out for Laura. I just got to shout that out. But let's take a look at B, Katie, and talk about some of these players.
Well, look, they're all incredible players, and this is a testament, right? They all make their way to this point, especially Group B. But something that stands out to me, Courage, is that it's not just the monthly events they had to win. They had to go through thousands of other competitors to even get to those events, to then win them to get here.
Yeah, and look, I think there's a common misconception that Uno is a very luck-based game. Yes, there is luck in getting good card draws and things along those lines, but there's absolutely strategy in when to play your cards, keeping track of what colors other players are playing, what they might have in their hand. You know, it all comes into play, and we're going to see it all today. One person I do want to shout out in Group C, MQ, fellow Jersey boy I saw in the pregame show, so I'm rooting for him, flat out.
Look, MQ's really solid. Won actually the May monthly final and was a finalist in another month as well. So the man knows how to get to the finals and then ended up winning as well. So a really strong competitor. We'll be watching out for MQ as well. And then going into Group D, here's some of the, more of our winners. We separated all of the seating across all of our groups. So there's an equal amount of winners and an equal amount of runner-ups across the board. You see Via Four Eyes there down at the bottom, actually won August. And then you've got Isabella, obviously the winner of July. And then you've got some runner-ups with Joey and Elizabeth. So at the end of the day, it's anyone's ball game. And it's just a matter of, Katie, if you show up on the grand finals day and can kind of handle and settle your nerves.
I have full faith in all of these competitors to settle those nerves, snuggle into their couch, wherever they may be, as they prepare to play in this final. But Gojj, it's not just going to be the players who have a chance to win something great today. I do believe you have maybe another giveaway to tell us about.
We have so many giveaways today, and this one will be a raffle through the chat. Now, we did this last month, so if you remember this, stay with me here. It's pretty simple. All you have to do to win these amazing Lily Pichu emojis and these really cool Community Cup backgrounds, if you want to feel like an esports star, is drop your Uno Mobile ID number in chat now for a chance to win. Now, here's the thing. This is only going to be active for 2 minutes, so spam away. Type in that 13-digit number. It's up by your name and your account if you haven't had a chance to look for it. Type it into any of the live stream chats that you're a part of right now and only do that for 2 minutes. When 2 minutes is done, the moderators are going to tell you, hey, we're cut off, we're done, no more spamming, and let's bring the chat back to talking about the competition, all right? So that's the plan. You got 2 minutes. Spam those IDs. We're going to pick some winners throughout the show, and if you don't win, there's going to be more chances to do this down the line, so don't worry. And at the end of the day, if you don't win, there's an amazing store I'm going to tell you about a little bit later down into the show where you can actually go pick up these amazing Lily Pichu emojis that are actually back in store now.
Okay, Courage, I've got to ask you something really quick. I know we're just about to jump into the games, but yes, as a seasoned veteran of competitive Uno, do you have any wise words, some inspiration you want to impart onto everyone today?
Pretty simply, you have to remain focused. Even when you begin, you need to start counting what color cards your opponents are playing from the moment each game goes. These games are going to fly by. And guess what? Even if you go down 2-0, it's first to who wins 3 matches. So remaining locked in, remaining focused, trying not to tilt, all things are going to be key at the top level of competition that we have here today.
Don't tilt. I love that. I think those are very wise words. You said it right. Even if you go down, hey, top 2 in your group are going to make it out. So stay calm, cool, and collected. And gentlemen, on that note, let the games begin.
All right, Jack, my man, it's time for the first game of the annual finals. I'm so pumped for this. Now, we got a couple new viewers, I know, from your stream and a lot of our other watch party streams. So really quickly, let's set the stakes here. 3 minutes on the clock here, Jack. So only 3 minutes to try to win. And if you do run out of cards, fantastic, you've won. And if you don't, it'll come down to the total points that you have at the end of the day based on the cards you have in your hand.
Yeah, exactly. These games are going to go by bang, 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 real fast. High action, high octane gameplay. So it should be a lot of fun as we just go on through. People are going to motor. Now, listen, I'm watching here, okay? So if my eyes look, it looks like I'm looking right at the game, okay? I don't want anyone to think this looks weird. It's just right in front of me right here. But already off the start of game number 1, we're on board with Laura. Gojj, you mentioned she won all the way back in February, has had a ton of time to prepare for this tournament. Already down to just 3 cards. You can see what everyone has in their hands here. Gojj, what level of detail do we want to go down to in the point breakdowns for the viewers at home? Because, you know, I can even learn a bit about what it means for tiebreakers with that.
Yeah, no, definitely worth talking about, especially in the first game. We'll let the game kind of speak for itself here, and we'll kind of set the stakes and set all the rules so everybody's on the same page. In a specific game, any numbered card is equal to the number on that card, okay? So you want to make sure if it gets down to low amounts of time in the game, you get rid of those high value cards. Any action cards, you see Romeo's actually probably about to win this with a +4 wild in her hand. Those at the end of the game are worth 50. You don't want points, so you got to get rid of them. But if you can save that +4 wild to the very end, you are going to win. No questions asked, nothing anybody can do about it. Congratulations, Romeo goes on the board first.
That's what we're talking about. These games are quick. They're high action, high octane. Already Romeo taking game number 1, and that's one of the strategies, whether you're playing Uno Mobile or any form of Uno, holding on to having a card like a wild as your final card in your hand basically is your get out of jail free opportunity. You just play it right at the end. Doesn't matter what's before you unless there's a draw 2 or a skip or a reverse. You could play that right on down, and that's what Romeo did. Immediately off the bat, great use of strategy. It's what we expect from our players today.
That's exactly right. The +4 wild is such a classic move to hold on to the end, especially if you've got enough time on the clock. So a big boon there. We're going to actually swap perspectives. Now Romeo's down at the bottom. You can also see they all have their individual banners from which month they won, which is really cool. They won those in our monthly finals, but we're into it. Let's hop into the action here. Dan's looking really solid. He's on 4 cards, but he's got 2 wilds here, Jack.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, Kobe's got a very dapper outfit in the camera. I absolutely love the profile picture, and already Laura down to just 2 cards. You can see Kobe decides not to drop the draw 2 down. So now Dan down to just 2 cards as well, still with that draw 4 in hand. Laura does get skipped. This is going to give Dan an opportunity, and now down to just a draw 4. Unless this goes back to yellow. Unless this goes back to yellow, which no, the wild. Oh wait,
so check this out. Check this out. Watch this. Kobe drops the +2, but because of our house rule stacking, Dan can stack the +4 on top of it, take the win, and it goes +6 to his opponent, and Dan grabs the W.
Stacking. I already forgot the stacking, Gojj. This is why I wouldn't have qualified for this one. Okay, I can just tell. I need to lock it in. If I'm going to be titled the Uno champion guy, I need to be thinking about the stacking.
Don't worry. We got so many games today. You're going to get the hang of it real quick. And that's what Dan was looking for, because here's the thing about point totals. We can talk point totals, individual cards all day. It comes down to wins, though, Courage. And we get down to the final 2, final 3, final 4, whoever has wins on the board. If Romeo wins 2 in a row here, she wins. It's done. The competition is done. And Dan's also moving forward because he has the 2nd most wins. But if there's a couple people tied, it's basically based on how bad did you win your wins. So Dan making somebody draw 6 cards and winning was a huge boon for him in terms of score.
Yeah, massive, massive play right there. Guys, if you're in the chat right there watching on whatever broadcast, Who thinks they could beat Gojj at Uno Mobile? Every single one of you right now should be saying that you should. I want to see the chats light up saying you could beat Gojj. As now we see already off the start of this game, Kobe down to just 2 cards. Wild now played to reset back to green. And now, if you're someone in this event, Gojj, in these groups, you need to begin to learn, is Dan switching to green just to try to, you know, to catch us off guard? Maybe, do they even have greens? Was this a metagaming strategy type play? We can see from our perspective a lot of greens in hand, so it's just to be able to dump some cards. But that's the level that these players have to think to. Are we about to see a stack?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's the +8 stack.
It's about to go to 12. Kobe's drawing a handful, maybe even a fistful of cards here. This is going to be brutal for Kobe. Really set somebody up well to potentially win with a lot of points as well. But you got to remember our house cards. Look at Laura's stack. She's got a ton of reds, and she has that house card of discard all. She could play that card. All of her reds go with it. So there's a kind of a way to battle back. Unfortunately, Kobe didn't draw a single one in 12 cards, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Kobe has enough cards to make a dictionary right now. And listen, if he doesn't have a discard all, he's going to be quite far behind. Action now back on over to Kobe. Definitely has the cards to be able to play stuff. Will we see the reverse played right away? Yes, we will. As we talked about the action cards getting dropped in. Very important. And there's a look at the discard all. 4 yellows gone from the hand of Laura right there.
Yeah, the discard all train sometimes gets started and it goes all the way around. You see it from Kobe, then you go to Laura, and then of course Romeo's going to follow suit, everybody throwing them down. Now here's the question, if we don't get off of red soon, maybe we make Laura draw here. We do go to blue, Laura can still play, but now Laura is effectively on Uno with 6 cards. That's what's scary about the discard all.
Oh, not gonna work there though, as she does have to draw. You can see we're back on over to Dan. What will Dan play? Doesn't look like anything. We'll have to draw there yet again as we continue to bounce around. Most people right now destroying. We're running low on time, Gojj.
Yeah, as we get to the clock, we've got 15 seconds left. Their turns have to move quick. They have a ton of cards. This is going to come down to a lot of math, but we can see the points. Dan is looking super strong. He doesn't have an action card worth 20. He doesn't have a wild card worth 50. He's on 16 points, about to go to 12, going to burn the clock out, and Dan is going to win again and going to currently take the lead and be on match point.
That was not even close right there, Gojj. A 35-point differential between first and second in that game. You mentioned another part of the strategy, burning the clock, knowing you're at a point advantage in that game. I don't got to rush. Let me just go ahead and take my time, let that whittle on down, and then at that point, he's now on match point in Group A.
Yeah, it's the nature of the business. When it comes down to speedy Uno Mobile like this, you kind of want to say your wild and action cards till the end, but also not too long, because then all of a sudden you look up, you got discard alls, and you've got 150 points in your hand with 7 cards. It's like, okay, hold on, let's back up. We need to maybe adjust our strategy. But these players know that, and they're going to be learning on the fly as well. But match point for Dan here.
My chat is rooting for Kobe to bounce back in this game. Come on, Kobe, we need to see something right now, my friend. Laura down to just 4 cards already, and whoa, Romeo dropping the Y, saying Y in game right there, using the emotes as well. Then boom, the hee-haw. Is this the equivalent of Uno Mobile trash talk?
Yes, it is.
I'm loving it. I am loving it.
Don't worry, you're going to see some bombs, some snowballs, some eggs being thrown. It gets wild in here, but Laura is smartly, given the fact that we still have over 2 minutes, hanging on to that +4 wild. Not going to burn it early, electing to draw, which is certainly within your right.
As we keep on going through, Laura will draw yet. She just drew again, right? Oh, no, there's the play. Drops the wild down. We'll switch it on over to blue, which we see. She has 2 blues in her hand. Great use of the discard all there by Romeo. Remember, if you are just tuning on in, Dan just needs to win 1 more game to take Group A. Romeo has 1 win, and Laura and Kobe both are still on 0. As action back over to Kobe, he is now on Uno. Can he clutch this one up?
He needs to. Even Romeo is probably cheering Dan on at this point because it's the top 2 moving on. It doesn't really matter if you get first or second necessarily, unless you're trying to kind of play around with the seeding going into the semifinals. But here we go. A massive draw on Dan, not looking likely without a discard all.
Yeah, no discard all draw. That is a death wish at this point, as now Dan basically has anything they could ever need to work with. A skip to stop Kobe for a moment. If there's no color switch here, Romeo will be on Uno. As there it is, the red will come on through. So Romeo down to just 1 card left. Kobe will have to draw yet again, but unfortunately for Romeo, will have to draw as it was a blue.
And time is starting to run out. So under 60 seconds, the players only have 5 seconds to make a play. So it starts moving much more rapidly. Some of these players want to play as many cards as they can. Kobe is going to throw down a 0-point card, but at the very least, gets to Uno.
They're both now on Uno. Romeo has a 7 to play with. Oh, the +2. The +2.
Wait, that gives Laura the win.
No! Laura drops the yeehaw and the +2. Mic drop from Laura. Oh my goodness, Coach. I cannot believe the level of action this has. Why does Uno Mobile go so crazy for an esport? This is incredible.
I just love the trash talk. Laura's dropping a yeehaw because you saw that perfect moment. Kobe was set up to win, but because it was a +2, he didn't have anything to stack on. It forced the turn to Laura, and she had a +2. Like, of all cards she would still have in her hand,
Dude.
She had the +2 and would have lost to Kobe in points because those +2s are 20 points at the end of the day if you don't run out of cards.
No, Laura is crazy for that one. Coach, I'm having so much fun. What happened? What I missed?
Look at Romeo's hand really quick. You're gonna watch this. If they let her play, she goes down to 2 cards. They're both +4 wilds. There's almost nothing anyone can do.
No,
but they're not letting her play. They've reversed around her like 3 or 4 times.
But here's the kind of the good news. Right now, if Dan somehow does decide to play this +4, which they do, there's the stack. That's what I was wondering, Gojj. The stack will come in.
Laura's about to draw 12 cards with Romeo still with a +4 wild in hand.
Oh, and that is tough. That is tough. And one thing I do want to point out, swaps it on over to yellow. Romeo doesn't even have yellows in hand. Just knowing what Laura doesn't have to use. There's the discard all. Down to Uno. Down to just a draw 4. Romeo might be on the verge of a game win.
Yeah, the only thing anyone could do would be to skip a reverse just to kind of delay the inevitable. You can't do anything about it. Romeo's going to be joining Dan at the top, throws the loving teddy bear saying, thank you very much, grabs the victory. It is 2-1. We are on double match point, Courage.
Oh, what a way to start off our event here today, folks. Reminder, if you're just tuning on in, $10,000 on the line today. We're going to be going through 4 groups. It's first to 3 in each group. Then we push on through the rest of the bracket. Right now, we've got ourselves a tie up top. Give your predictions on who you think's going to win as we get ready to get into our next game. Gojj, I'm loving the action already. Well,
we'll see if we end up going the distance or not. And Romeo has a strong score lead. Again, that score doesn't matter unless there's a tiebreaker. So keep that in mind. Even if somebody else, even if Laura wins this and ends up tying Dan and Romeo and then wins again and wins it all, Romeo's going to win the tiebreaker versus Dan. They both have 2 wins. She has over almost 300 more points than him overall. So Romeo is set up to move on pretty much no matter what. The question is, who will take it all? Will it be Romeo and bring Dan with her, or will it be somebody else? Double match point, but job's not done yet.
No, not at all. As we continue to see players trying to dump those higher number value cards for those exact reasons. Kobe will swap it on over to yellow. Dan, no yellows in hand, decides to just play a wild. Doesn't want to have to draw. Remember, keeping those cards low. There is also a value in getting rid of those different action cards. Action now back over to Kobe. We'll drop the green 7 down and Dan down to just 2 cards.
There we go. Dan looking pretty solid. Again, not a +4 wild. So if somebody makes him draw, which Kobe is prepared to do, it's not going to be able to do much about it. Would have loved that yellow 5 to come down. Dan's just going to go ahead and throw it down. Throw down the gauntlet, Dan. First to Uno.
And Dan just says, yeah, I have a blue. It just goes for it.
Maybe reverse psychology. Maybe they might think he's bluffing.
But here comes Kobe. Drops the draw 4. Swaps it on over to yellow as well. Tries to challenge there. So that means a +6 now, Gojj. High risk, high reward play doesn't work out.
Yeah, I don't mind the challenge, but at the same time, it's like if you're going to draw 4, I guess might as well draw 6. I don't know. Kobe's set up here to potentially win. The problem is, which color do you go for? Goes for red. Not a terrible play, but see if it pays off. The problem is you've given a huge skip. That just saved the game potentially for Kobe and draws a skip. The problem is Laura's going to go to Uno here. Will she play the +4 wild? We're under 60 seconds, and I think she's going to.
She has to. No, she absolutely has to. Now that's going to force Kobe to draw. Then there's no reds in the hand of Dan, and Romeo has no action cards. So This should be it.
Laura.
Boom. Laura.
It's Laura.
Takes it.
We've got 3 players on 2 wins. I said I'd tell you about the tiebreakers, and if it came up, and well, it's gonna happen. Pretty much no matter what at this point. Actually, 100% no matter what. We've got 3 players on 2 wins. Whoever wins this next one, unless it's Kobe, the game is over, the match is over, and the player that won this round will be moving on. And then the next player with the highest wins would move on. The problem is we've got 2 players there already, which means it'll come down to their total score. Now, Jack, the way score works one more time is that all of those cards, they cost points. They're a total amount of points. If you run out of cards, you get a point total based on everyone else's cards in the game. So basically, how bad did you win? Did you dominate everybody, or was it very close? That's the delineator when it comes to points.
Listen, here's what I'm going to say. Everyone else in the lobby has 2 wins already. Kobe, it's time to mount the comeback, my friend. Let's go. Rise and grind. And right now is that time as we get in what could be the final game. 3 players on match point right here. Kobe swaps it on over to green. You can see this is what the challenge screen looks like. Not going to go for it. Just going to go ahead and drop a draw 4 as well. Putting a +8 to Romeo.
So at this point, look down at the score really quick as the game's starting to run dry here. We've got Dan on 218, which means he is losing the tiebreaker. This is a must-win game for Dan in order to move on unless Kobe wins.
Yep. Must-win game. Romeo now action back to her. Looks like maybe a wild could be drawn by Dan, and you mentioned it's a must-win. Dan doing everything he can. Says he's got blue as well. Kobe just puts the 4 down as well. Now we've got a draw 4 over here. This could be our final moments in this one.
It's going to come down to the draws. Laura actually has a chance to win this. She goes red. Nobody can do anything about it. Dan does draw a red to keep himself on Uno. A huge top deck draw. What's going to... Oh, Kobe doesn't get anything.
Top check the red. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought he was going to play it.
Here we go. Oh, no, it's a +2 drawn. Dan gets the win out of nowhere. The only red card Romeo had was a +2, giving Dan the win the way Laura was able to grab it before. Hands Dan the victory. Katie, Dan wasn't going to make it unless he won, and he did the near impossible.
You called it. You said this is the moment. Unless Kobe can start to mount that comeback, which unfortunately was not meant to be. Dan had to win it to usurp Laura, and that is exactly what happened. My goodness. And I encourage, my favorite part of that was your reaction to Laura's +2 yeehaw.
Oh, and right there, let's just say Laura was not dropping any yeehaws right there in the final moment as it doesn't go her way. What a dramatic first game as we see some of our replays at Kickoff Group A. If every group is like Group A, we're in for a great show today. Reminder, that is just Group 1 of the 4 we have. And honestly, in the final moments, it was kind of like an alley-oop there as the player in far and away first alley-oops up to Dan to slam dunk it home, take first in the group, drop Romeo down to second as they'll both move on.
Well, and Gojj, something that I noticed, it feels like this was one of the first times we haven't seen a discard all played to end up closing out one of these rounds. It was all the +4 wilds, the +2s, maybe at least one time running down the clock. So I feel like we're overdue at this point for a big discard all play.
Yeah, and you can see plenty of discard alls being played throughout the game, but what Katie's talking about is so true. Through the last 8 or so monthly finals we've had, there's been so many discard all kind of I'm on Uno with 7 cards moments, and Laura had an option there for a second, but wasn't able to close it out with it because we ran out of time. So definitely be looking for that in Group B, but here's some of those final moments. Here's that exact final moment, a +2 being played by Romeo, the only red she had, so she played it. Gave Dan the victory. Katie, walk me through this leaderboard.
Look at these scores. Dan at the last minute, the heroics to get the 3rd win and move things along, with Romeo moving along in 2nd place as well. Look at those scores. Laura desperately needed Dan to not get that win, Courage. And Kobe, how's your chat doing? I know they were rooting for Kobe.
Yeah, right now it's hashtag justice for Kobe. Someone said Kobe was getting stream sniped. Someone said Kobe had his bags packed. I mean, it's tough. They're down bad right now.
They're down bad, but Romeo and Dan certainly are not. You can see them moving on into those semifinals, which means, Gojj, we are cruising fast and furious toward Group B.
Yeah, it's exactly right. You can see Dan, who won, is going to go to semifinals A, and then our second place winner will be Romeo down in semifinals B. There's no kind of boon to either side unless we see some, dominating performance from one of these players joining them in the semifinals. So it kind of randomly shifts them back and forth so that they don't play the same people. But they might, Dan and Romeo looked really strong. They might find themselves into the grand finals playing against each other. Here's something else to note as we take a look at Group B here, Katie, is that just making it to the semifinals, you've netted at least some cash, right? Our top 8 are getting paid out. You've made it to the top 8 if you come out of groups.
And this is what we talk about when you need to be calm, cool, and collected, because you are playing actively to get into the money at this point, and that can cause a lot of nerves. Granted, all of these players, they have been able to do that in the prior monthly tournaments, so we know they have what it takes. But Courage, look, I think if there's anything I'm excited for in Group B, I'm feeling like we might get some eggs thrown. I just want you to experience that because it's so sassy when it happens.
Oh, I love it. I love the banter. I'm all about a good show. Group A was a good show, and that's actually a great point that I didn't realize. Maybe math isn't my strong suit. You make it out of groups, you're in the money, and that's where these individual games start to be worth $500, and then as we get into the finals, individual games could be worth thousands of dollars, and that's where you've got to be ready and locked in mentally for those. You can't be getting tilted by snowballs and yeehaws if you're going to be the annual Community Cup Uno Mobile champion.
Look, Gojj, this is why we leave the math to you. We
Sure.
leave the jokes to Courage. And I'll just try to keep us on the rails as we jump into our Group B matches, which are just around the corner. But look, it's been a lot of excitement. I want to hear from chat. Who are you rooting for in Group B? We're just around the corner, moments away. Group A, it's done and dusted, which means now if you're Group B, put the pedal to the metal because you want to get into that money, get into the semifinals, and it all starts right now.
Here we go. Jack, I'm excited about this one, my friend. And you're right. We did the math, and we're getting started. Destiny already extremely strong out of the gate.
Yeah, and look, I'm gonna keep giving predictions from my chat. My chat has now begun to rally behind Lumps. Sure. I think mainly because they think we look similar. So I'm down. Lumps must be a handsome dude. Here we go as we continue on into this one. Group B, folks. Remember, stay tuned. There's giveaways going on throughout the stream, all sorts of things that are viewer rewards for staying active. If you vote in the game, if you're watching through the actual app, you can go ahead and try to make some votes and win coins through that. A lot of reason to stay tuned in. Uno Mobile doing a great job. I've got to give you a shout out for incentivizing viewers to stay tuned and people to rally around the community and potential esport of the game, which is great to see. So already action kicking off, Gojj. What are you seeing?
Yeah, it's a great shout out. I appreciate that. Again, you can vote in app, by the way. It is live. It's going to be live for 5 minutes total, so go get your votes in. You could win some coins. But looking at the action, all you have to do, by the way, is click that icon in app if you're watching it on Uno Mobile. Looking at the action here, Jocelyn looking pretty strong, but look at Destiny. 2+4 wilds, looking great. Gets another card out and might have to burn one here.
Gosh!
Oh, it's a reverse. Wait, down to 2+4 wilds. There's nothing anybody could do.
Bro, Gojj, I don't think you even saw what just happened. Destiny had 3 cards of 3 different colors, and every single time the person before or after her played the colored number that she needed. So she just had 3 perfect opportunities, now down to just 1 draw 4. Folks, this is basically done and dusted. This should be Destiny taking game number 1.
Man, I love the fact that you're already locked in and tapped into the Uno Bubble strategy. I'm just surprised we didn't see a yeehaw from Destiny there.
Bring the camera back. It's over. That's Destiny won 3 turns ago. Production.
just leave it. Just let it finish up. I love it. Destiny, if you're watching the stream, I know we're on a delay, so it's all fair and square, but drop some yeehaws for us. We're looking forward to it. A fantastic win, a dominating performance, and reminder for the people at home and for you, Jack, remember, when you dominate that well, when there's a lot of cards left on the table, your score goes up. So you're kind of hedging your bets in case things happen and you end up going into a tiebreaker.
No, that was a perfect example of where luck can come into play in Uno. She had a green, a red, and a yellow, and the exact numbers in both the red and the yellow came up that let her drop them down, and then a reverse to come back and play an immediate reverse back was insane. So now if you're Destiny, you kind of got handed game 1 on a golden platter, and you keep this momentum going. Remember, 3 matches to win, or you need to win 3 matches in order to move on to the next group.
That's exactly right. Here we go, though. Already going to see some stacking going on. Jaja's going to throw down a +4 here and make Jocelyn draw, I believe, is it 12 again? Yeah, there's 12 more cards going to Jocelyn. And look, again, reminder, discard all. Jaja is technically on Uno. If it stays yellow, Jaja's going to grab a free victory, even though Destiny's looking so strong. 4 cards go down. Discard all. Finally showing us what it's capable of.
So that's what you were talking about, Gojj. That's what the discard all can do. Imagine how frustrating that is. You had, I believe, Lumps with a draw 4 and 1 other card. You had Destiny down to just a wild, and then guess what? 4 cards of the same color. The yellow discard all comes on through. That's part of these house cards, house rules we're playing today here, folks. Anything can happen. No one's out of it. One good draw can make all the difference in these games.
That's exactly right. The discard all has a lot of, from the efficacy standpoint, it's got a lot of value with going out at the very end and getting back into the game if you end up drawing 20 cards or something ridiculous like that. Because after 4 or 5 turns, you play all of your colors down, you're back into the mix with maybe 4 or 5 cards instead of your 20. But here we go. Jaja again with a very strong draw, but look at Jocelyn. If it goes green then blue, well, unfortunately, gonna probably have to maybe draw some cards here shortly if it continues to stack. But Jocelyn was looking really strong before this +12.
Yeah, a couple of discard alls, but you're gonna need a lot of those colors to be drawn, and not horrible. A lot of green, so what, 1 green discard all and 1 blue brings her back down to just 6 cards, and it looks like we're probably gonna see one of them here. You would think there would be a blue discard all played. No, trying to get rid of these numbers first. I'm actually quite surprised by that. Maybe looking to have that big discard all play at the end of the game.
Yeah, a little bit of a bait potentially, just kind of get down to those final colors. I think she actually has a discard all for just green and blue, so it needs to get out of yellow and red. The problem is Jaja's on Uno already, and everybody else has a ton of cards. This could be a gigantic win if Jaja can close it out here shortly and puts Jaja up to 2 wins, which is wild. I mean, Jaja will be moving on to the semis if Jaja can win here.
Yep, that's a big discard all. Look at that, 5 cards got away, and just like that, Destiny's back in the game. But a green discard all played, and Jaja's back down to just 1 card. Then another discard all played, and 5 more cards. And then another discard all goes.
I don't know. It goes blue. Jaja's gonna win. Jaja's gonna win out of nowhere. Discard all. 1, 2, 3, 4. W for Jaja out of nowhere with the top deck discard all from her opponent, Courage.
Gojj, I almost just knocked my whole backdrop over, and I would have never been brought back to another Uno Mobile cast the rest of my life. That was, dude, I've casted a lot of competitive games in my day, Gojj. The action in Uno Mobile rivals all of them, and I am not just saying that because I'm quite literally being paid to be here just like you. I genuinely mean that. Like, I know this is my job to be here. This is way more exciting than I could have ever imagined this being.
The speed of the action, as well as kind of the surprise that you get, especially from a top deck draw. Not only when you get the top deck, but your opponent who's before you gets the top deck that you exactly needed to go out is what makes this so fun. So here we go, back into the hands here. Nothing too strong across the board. Obviously, Lump's looking pretty solid, looking to get a win. We are technically on match point for Jaja, though.
Already, Group B could fly by real fast if Jaja can take this one home. A lot of cards to kick this one off, though. As you've also got to keep in mind, Gojj, these players are now going to be knowing that, hey, Jaja's 1 game away. Let's maybe throw a few more of our draw 2s over there whenever we can. Let's try to ruin their game as early on. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and right now they're all thinking that about Jaja.
That's right. Well, Lumps, this is the big question. Do you play the +4 now? No, and gets the top deck to stay at 2 cards. So a nice draw here, and the discard all come flying, putting Jocelyn to Uno as well. Now do you play the discard or the +4 wild? I think Lumps says, yeah, I'm not going to be patient any longer. I want to win.
And that's going to be a +4 as long as Destiny doesn't drop another +4 down to make it green. Okay, we're good. That'll be a +8 to Jaja. That'll force Jocelyn to draw, and will also force Lumps to draw as well.
Oh, but look at Jocelyn, drew the discard all, so still technically on Uno with the discard all. Just others don't know it. It stays there. Another top deck from Lumps to stay there as well, but Jocelyn obviously in the stronger position.
Oh, I was going to say the 7 could be good for Lumps. Now back on over to Destiny. These players are firing right now, Gojj. Gojj with so many cards, and look at the cards that Gojj has, Gojj. It's just a bunch of numbers in red.
Yeah.
That's 5 turns to dump off all those red cards. This one almost looks unwinnable for Gojj, as now Jocelyn down to 2, Lumps down to Uno, and Destiny down to just 3 cards as well.
Here we go. Another discard all top deck doesn't help. Lumps having to draw here. Looking for something. Still nothing, but Lumps technically in first. Now Destiny in first. Only 5 points for Destiny, by the way. 40 seconds remaining. So if they can't play their cards, it comes down to points, and it's the number on the card. Lumps plays still, though, behind, and a skip here puts Destiny back in the lead.
Lumps needs this 9 in hand is actually really hurting Lumps from a score perspective with just 20 seconds left.
Well, Lumps is back up. Huge discard alls. Gonna get other players back into the game, but we're running out of time. Lumps needs a massive draw here. It goes too big. Destiny's back in first. 10 seconds remaining. Can anything happen to change the flow? I don't think so. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Lumps can make Destiny. No, not enough time.
It.
Can't make Destiny draw. It's 5 seconds under the 60-second mark to make your turn. So even if Lumps would have tried to play there, Destiny wouldn't have had to and wouldn't have had to draw. Destiny is your winner.
You know that when Lumps drew that 8, he's just going, really? Really? Yeah. The second highest individual number I could get when it comes down to that point value. Just unfortunate in the end. Destiny, nice use of clock management there. Gets the job done. And just like that, we have 2 players at the top of our group tied with 2 wins apiece.
All right, here we go. Again, first to 3 wins, they move on. Whoever has the second highest amount of wins also moves on. And if there's a tiebreaker, we'll continue to explain that. But it comes down to score. Discard all's flying, and if it would have stayed on discard all, Lumps would have been on Uno with a +4 wild. Lumps gonna hold on to that for now, though, Courage.
Gojj, 6 wilds between draw 4s and just natural wilds drawn in hand to start this game. This one could go very quick.
That's right. Lumps has just been on the precipice of winning, and yet again runs out of patience. Gonna go ahead and burn it. We'll see.
It's basically on Uno as well because of the discard all. So if this doesn't swap off of yellow, this could spell disaster for this lobby. Smart color change there over to blue. Will Destiny drop the draw 4 or just draw the 1 card?
Yellow.
She will no! Oh wait, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, we both thought the same thing. We both thought the same thing.
I'm just surprised. I know why. Look at Destiny's cards, right? Like, obviously can't see each other's cards. She's got a discard all for yellow. Could go to Uno with it. It goes to red. That's fine for her. But look at Gojj. Somebody's got to do something about Gojj. And the only thing that can happen here would be reverse. But we're going to go to yellow because of Lumps. This is going to be a win for Gojj. This is going to close it out. This is it. Group B is done and dusted. Gojj's moving on. Destiny's moving on. Both are excited about it.
My chat could not be worse at picking winners in this Uno. Basically, if right now, competitors, if my chat thinks you're going to take the group, you might as well just throw the phone across the room and go for a walk because you stand no chance.
No, the luck's going to turn around. I believe it. Maybe it starts in the latter half of our groups in C and D, Courage. But what a series of games for Gojj in particular, Gojj. It just felt like, especially with the discard all moments and that crazy finish at the end, that whether it was a golden platter or otherwise, wow, just an amazing job from Gojj. And Destiny says, thank you for the 2 wins. I'll see you in the semis.
Yeah, that's part of it, right? Especially if you've already got a couple wins under your belt, you can almost try, and most players won't do this, but you can almost try to set the person up in first because it's like, hey, take me to the finish line. That's fine. It doesn't matter if I get first or second here. It will matter later. So looking back in some of these replays, Katie, I mean, obviously some big moments. You finally saw that Gojj win with the discard all.
Yes. I loved getting to see that discard all. I felt like we kind of spoke it into existence. Courage got to actually see what that looks like. And oh, it can be so insidious. You're like, oh, they have X amount of cards. Surely, Courage, they must be fine. And then Gojj comes in and says, no, you're not.
You could really see the vision from Lumps, too. Lumps was a couple discard alls away from being right back in that group. But unfortunately, some really poorly timed draw 4s for him really spelled his demise. Remember, folks, you make it through this group, you immediately have earned yourself some money. I think we said that 7th, 8th is $250, right?
That's so right. 5th through 8th, yeah.
Or 5th through 8th, sorry. So immediately you're making yourself some a nice afternoon of cash for playing some Uno Mobile.
But look at that scoreboard. 532 is the decider for Gojj. Not that they needed it because, hey, you got the 3 wins, and that's all that matters. Destiny in second with 2 wins. But what a gap, because this didn't really go the distance like Group A did, Gojj. I mean, Lumps and Jocelyn just weren't able to get on the board.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Lumps and Jocelyn, but we thank them for being here. And again, they won some cash in their monthly finals, so they've walked away with something from, of course, Uno Mobile. But let's take a look at the bracket here, and you can see Destiny's moved up to be against Dan, and you can see Gojj's down there going to be playing against Romeo, and we're going to be moving into Group C next. We're going to have a chance to watch your boy here, Courage. MQ is going to be on main stage.
No, for sure. This should be an absolute banger of a group. MQ, Alexis, Ryan, and Erica. There you go. Everyone watching and whatever stream, make your predictions. You know me. I'm picking MQ because he's from Jersey as well. I'm from Jersey. Bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, and ketchup on an everything bagel.
Should MQ be scared in this instance? Because I know you're rooting for MQ, but you also just told us that could spell disaster.
No, remember, I am a different representative than my chat. My chat is the one jinxing, as I am the Uno expert. I have just given MQ my blessing, which basically means nothing. Good luck. Yeah.
I love it, though. Look, the heart is there. The passion is there. MQ is going to get it done. But, Gojj, someone else, I think, is already going to have a smile on their face. And I think you're going to reveal who that is right now.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. I told you to spam your IDs in chat. I hope you did it. Here are our first couple winners. 2 of you will be walking away with that GG Lily Pichu emote, by the way, that she custom made herself after winning the All-Stars event last summer. And that's going to be Towels and I Am Lucky. If you see your ID and your name on the screen, you've won. Uno Mobile will reach out in-app, I believe, through that in-game mail. And then CJ24, you're going to be repping that Community Cup backdrop that you can use while you're playing your Uno Mobile games at home. We've got some more winners down the road. We're going to have more opportunities to spam your ID, but not yet. Until then, though, we're going to give you some more things here on main stage. Everybody gets to partake in this, especially if you're here in the live streams. Go type in, go to that cogwheel, top left-hand corner, go down to redeem, click the gift code button, and type in the best Uno player. All one word. Type it all in. You're going to get 400 coins, 5 diamonds, and 1 4x shield. And I saw somebody in chat a second ago said they also won 500 coins from voting in-app on who they thought the winner was going to be. So likely they voted for Gojj, and Gojj won. So make sure you do that as well. But here's some free coins just by typing in a code. We love to reward you just for hanging out in the broadcast with us, Katie.
Chat is winning. We are winning. The players are winning. Everyone is having a great time. And look, that means we're already done with the first half of these quarterfinals. Groups A and B are done. They have moved on to the semis, which means Group C and D are just around the corner after a quick little break. So don't go anywhere. When we get back, more of the Uno Mobile Community Cup 2023 finals.
Uno! Uno!
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile. But now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes? Well, welcome back to the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup 2023 Annual Finals. I hope you're having fun. We certainly are here in the booth. It's going to be me, Jack, and Katie bringing you all the action. We're 2 groups down, 2 groups to go, and then we're going to be into the semifinals. People are already winning cash, and people at home, you're already winning prizes, and I've got more for you. It's time to spam your Uno Mobile IDs again. Here you go. We've already given away a couple of these Lily Pichu GG emojis, but we've also got more of those Community Cup backgrounds for you. Drop your Uno Mobile ID number in chat now for a chance to win. It's that 13-digit number. Drop it in chat now. You only have 2 minutes to do so. The moderators will tell you when to stop, so spam away. Once you see the moderator's message, you got to stop. So 2 minutes to go. You might be one of the lucky winners that we show on broadcast. But I do need to remind you that the Lily Pichu emojis have been some of the most popular things we've brought into the Uno Mobile community. And so I want to remind you that even if you don't win, you can go get these emojis and the Lily Pichu voice pack on the Mattel 163 store. It's going to be store.mattel163.com/Uno. That's the link you want to go to. It's going to be down in the description. It's going to be in the chat. The moderators can help you out. There's commands for it. Don't worry. We'll get you that link, but you got to go get your hands on it. There's deals, and we're so excited to bring those emojis and the voice pack back to the store. So if you don't get a chance to win here on broadcast, we'll have a couple more opportunities. Don't worry. You can go get it yourself. But I want to bring back in my co-hosts, my casters, my friends here, because we've had a blast thus far. And look, we've got 2 more groups to go, Katie.
Yes, we do. Group C and D. They want to make their way into the semifinal, Courage. And look, I know you've been cooking up some jokes during the break, so I'm expecting as much laughter as I've got from you as we saw in groups A and B.
Well, the only joke that I know here is my receding hairline, as it just keeps going away. But outside of that, no jokes to have for you. I'm just ready for more action.
Oh, God. Honestly, fair enough. I respect that a ton from you, Jack. Look, we're having a great time. I'm excited about Group C. We're going to be cheering on Jersey with IBQ and cheering on our other champions. And Katie, I think it's worth reminding people at home, they're just now tuning into the broadcast, just making it to semifinals. These players are going to be winning at the very least $250.
$250 with a chance to win up to $5,000 if they take first. But you 2 are always first place in my heart as you take it away with Group C.
Wow, that's kind. Thanks,
Thank
Katie.
you. Thank you. Only my parents felt that way about me. Let's get on into Group C as we kick things off. I'm looking at MQ. What can he do? Fellow Jersey boy already with 2 wilds in hand, 3 draw 4s, which will not be fun if you were on the receiving end of what could be a draw 12 in this one. As now MQ going to swap it on over to blue. Not a lot of blues in the hands of Ryan and Erica, which makes me think Ryan's going to play his wild here. Nicely done. Swaps it to green. Will Erica drop the reverse to lower the point value down? No, gonna hold on to that one for now.
Yeah, not a bad play. As a reminder, voting is live in-app. If you click that little TV, you can actually watch this live stream. Watch Jack and I cast over this action, and then vote on who you think is going to win. You can win 500 coins if you predict it correctly. It'll be the full match, not per game, and it's only active for 5 minutes. But here we go. We're into red with some draw 4s going through, and it's a quick draw 4 for Erica, so nobody necessarily threatening yet, unless Alexis is able to get it to green and maybe hang on, and likely get a stack plus 8 to Ryan.
Oh, that is not going to be fun at all. Plus 8 over to Ryan. He does get himself a draw 4, but unfortunately, that might be too little too late for him in this one. The reverse comes through, does have more than enough cards to now be able to play some stuff with no draws needed.
Wow.
Nice number there for MQ. Oh, deciding to draw. I'm surprised by that.
MQ with some crazy strats here, not going to change it to green. I think he knows that Alexis wants it green, right? Alexis played the +4 and changed it to green, and he does not want to give her a chance to go out. Maybe even thought she had a discard all with the green. I don't know.
Yeah, true. I mean, the level of thinking that these players have to have is quite nuts. Draw 2 over to Erica. Action now to Ryan. Unfortunately, nothing in hand to be able to play at the moment, and still going to try to hold on to that draw 4, still play the long game as we're down to our final minute of action in game 1.
Discard all could come through. No, goes to red, and the +4 is played. So it's Erica on the other side of that. Tries to challenge, basically saying, I think you could have played. You didn't have to play the +4, and well, Erica was wrong. Ryan had to. And so as such, she draws 6, and we continue moving on. 40 seconds and counting. We go to green here, which is what Alexis wanted, but MQ says, well, she's got enough cards at this point. It's going to probably be okay.
Yeah, skips all around as this is just volleying back and forth. This one looks like it's going to go all the way. The game clock hitting 0, unless somehow Alexis can have some pretty lucky draws with these numbers. Erica will drop the 5 down. It's going to force a draw out of MQ. Ooh. There's one of the lucky numbers. Comes on in.
Here we go.
And it's yellow. What?
A free win. Walk to the finish line with 10 seconds on the clock. Alexis wins the first one, able to play one of the 5s, and then it spins back around to a yellow to allow her to win.
Bro, I literally just said, unless there's some lucky number draws that come on in. And, well, that's exactly what happened. We talk about it. Luck is absolutely part of the game. I still look at that play from MQ and kind of question, all right, was it that much of a strategy to not let it get back to Alexis worrying about the discard all? But we'll have to see. I don't know if that made that big of an impact on the game. Alexis takes game number 1 with a pretty low score, though, at the end.
That's right. Yeah, around 100 is probably, I'd say, about average. We've seen some people win with like 10 points because everybody was on Uno. It's certainly possible to get that low, but the stronger, the better, just in terms of in case there's a tiebreaker. Looking at the draw here, Ryan looking really strong, 2+4 wilds. Not a single note. MQ actually has a discard all in yellow, so would like to get it there maybe after clearing his blues out.
Now, what card will Erica play? Will it be the reverse this time around? Erica last time held on to the reverse. This time does the same thing yet again. Goes right back on over. Now it is blue to the hand of MQ. He will play the wild and says red. He's going for the bait. MQ goes. Seems like he's got some of these kind of meta-gamey moments where he's trying to outthink his opponents with his play style.
Yeah, you got to remember he won his monthly final and made it to a final of a different month as well. So the man knows what he's doing. It's just a matter of execution and a little bit of luck on his side.
There, Alexis decides, let's not show the draw 4 in my hand. I'm going to go ahead and draw 1 card. Uno. As still playing for the late game, and there's the discard all Uno. And they do not know, as of right now, Gojj, what color card MQ has.
You do know that he doesn't have a yellow, though, because all of his yellows went down, so they're going to keep it yellow smartly, and Alexis now plays the +4 wild, just throws it out there, and it says, I'm going blue, and I don't think anybody can do anything about it, and I think she's going to be right. MQ's going to need a god draw from the top deck here to save the day. Otherwise, Alexis wins 2-0, and that's exactly what happens. 2 up, 2 down, and on match point.
Alexis, after just 4 minutes of gameplay, is already on match point. One more game win guarantees $250 at minimum earned here tonight. Nicely done there. Says, you know what? Let's throw it on over to blue. I know my opponent to my left, who's going to be drawing next, doesn't have a draw 4. Action goes back there. The discard all is played. And at that point, MQ had to hope for the top deck, and it just doesn't happen.
So I didn't think I'd have to explain this, at least not yet, but if Alexis wins this 3 up, 3 down, and no one else has a win and nobody else has a score, it actually goes to your hand points. So how many cards did you have in the 3 games that we've played? And you want the lowest score in order to move on. So I'll re-explain that again if we need to, but Alexis has to win here. And honestly, poised to be in a pretty decent position to do so, gets handed a red again and goes to 3 cards.
Red already. And it looks like actually the draw 2, no, not the draw 2 not played. It stays red.
There we go.
And now you've got to begin to think, is there an opportunity here? The blue switch will happen, so there won't be an opportunity for the draw 2 from the red. We might be down to just another Uno for Alexis, and it is yellow. And there's nothing right now these players can do. 5.
No one.
Oh, there's the draw 2. Okay. It was a perfect number. The number was what made the difference there, Gojj.
Yeah, I missed the 5. I didn't see it in the stack where it was hiding, and it scared us both. I thought Alexis was going to make us do a lot of math behind the scenes. Already got that prepped in case we need it, but here we go. Cards continuing to add up about halfway through this round, and yet again, Alexis threatening a victory. MQ also in a strong position, just not as strong. Do you burn it now? Yes, he's going to go for it, and I think this is the right move.
Yeah, he knows, again, Alexis is 1 game away from winning. Let's lower her odds down. It doesn't even have to be this game that MQ comes out on top in. He just needs to do whatever he can to keep this group alive, and he's doing that right now, as it looks like he might have an opportunity here. It stays on the 1. The 1 is played. Erica had 3 numbers. She winds up playing the 1, and that's what gives MQ the win there.
1-1-1, and now 1 win for MQ, and poised to move on if Alexis wins the next one. So a great win there from MQ. Apparently, some of those big brain strats are paying off here, Courage.
Now, Gojj, am I to think now that you want to be discarding those higher number cards first? So if you're thinking MQ only has 1 card left, he's going to have a lower number. Thus, Erica should have played the 7 or 4 instead of the 1, which is what would have extended the game or something along those lines. That's kind of where I'm now thinking.
Courage, welcome to Uno Mobile Esports, my friend. That's what these players are thinking about all the time. And unfortunately, a small miss gave MQ the victory. You're exactly right. Most of these players are going to hold on to the low value cards till the end because of these instances where we run out of time and maybe even tiebreakers. So a great shout, something to keep an eye out for going forward for sure.
Already now, action getting low. Alexis was really hoping for, is really going to be hoping now for a discard all of red. MQ down to just 2 cards, and it will go back to red.
Draw 4.
No stack coming on in. Ryan's going to have to pass it on over. Reverse now used back to Ryan. He's going to use the draw 2. MQ most likely going to do what he did last time. Play the Uno. Will he go with the color? He does. So here's the mind games. Sometimes he's using his color. Sometimes he's not. This time he does show the green. The discard all. Is there the top deck? No. Boom! MQ ties up our group.
And it's another 1 to close it out. Not only did he have 1 card worth 1 point, but closes it out, and closes it out early, Courage. That's the key. He has set himself up with 2 wins and likely a massive score from that second win, because he went out in like 60 seconds in that round. A huge victory for MQ. Now you've got 2 people at the top, 2 people on match point, and neither of them care which one of them necessarily wins. They just want to make sure one of them wins now so that nobody else has a chance.
And that's exactly what you need to be thinking here, Gojj. If you're in this game right now and you are either MQ and Alexis, if I see Alexis or MQ down to just 1 card, I'm going to be saying, let me not drop the draw 2 on them. Instead, let me draw and see if they can get the win and vice versa. It's actually quite impressive how there's an opportunity here for them to play off of each other. And just like that, MQ could be in a fantastic position. If this goes green over to MQ, it's Uno with a draw 4. Folks, we might be witnessing the reverse sweep here from MQ. Ryan's going to go ahead, change it to green.
Doesn't matter.
Erica has the 2. Folks, do you believe in miracles? Best wishes on their forehead. MQ with the reverse sweep takes the top of Group C.
Well, Courage, your chat is terrible at predictions, but you, my friend, were near flawless in that one. MQ wins it all. Katie and Alexis, of course, winning the first 2, also moving on.
My goodness. MQ, I felt like MQ there for a minute was like, I'll let you cook, but now that you have a couple wins, it's time for me to lay down the law and tell y'all what's what. Let's see exactly how that all played out, because Alexis Courage started things out at a blistering pace.
Yeah, and one thing we do need to keep in mind, though, was there was a couple of opportunities where Gojj and I in game 1 both went, wow, that could not have been a luckier ending. Like a truly luckier ending for Alexis. So she was playing very well, yes, but it's one of those moments where it's like, whoo, I kind of got a gifted one right there, I think was the word that Gojj used. And as it went further on into the game, a couple big draws for MQ, one of which was the draw 4. Then here at the end, the fact that it stayed on the green 1 to drop the 1 down.
In a game,
absolutely nuts. Yeah, but green 1 is just the card to win it all.
Wow.
Hard to win it all, but MQ, I mean, just some of the ways that MQ won those final ones, especially with the green one, just throwing it down, the wild to be able to close it out as well. Just maybe MQ, it feels like the back-to-back-to-back wins and the score reflects it. Might have been one of the most dominant ones we've seen, Gojj, and I believe so far in the groups, the only player to close out their group by winning 3 in a row.
Yeah, dominating performance there from MQ after what we thought could have been a very particular tiebreaker going into our third tiebreaker if Alexis would have dropped 3 in a row and nobody else had any. That's what's wild. And I think looking back on those scores, MQ actually would have won when it came to tiebreaker depending on that last hand, but he did not leave anything up to chance, won 3 in a row and took it all. So Courage and Katie, we are headed into what will be the last group here shortly. We're going to see MQ join Dan and Destiny at the top, and Katie, we're going to be seeing Alexis joining Romeo and Gojj.
Yes, we are. And look, if we're going to be real, I don't think I want to be in the top portion of the semifinal. MQ scared me with that dominance. It was sort of frightening. So I think I might want to be in the second semifinal. But I mean, Courage, look at Group D. We don't even know what they have to offer yet, but we know they're already winners. So they might make MQ. I don't know, man. MQ was great, but someone in this group might blow them all away.
Oh yeah, one thing to keep in mind is that they've been watching all this action so far today, I'm sure. So they've seen some of these strategies get played. They know what to expect. Maybe someone's even learned something. Who knows? I know I sure have. As we see Joey, Elizabeth, Isabella, and Via Four Eyes, I believe is how you pronounce that. Apologies if I'm wrong. But looking forward to seeing how Group D can match up because Groups A, B, and C so far have been electric.
They have, and interestingly enough, now it seems like Groups B and C, there's been 2 players with wins on the board, nothing else for the rest of them, but there will be something else for everyone in chat in just a little bit. Please make sure you stay tuned. We will have a giveaway just around the corner, much like the beginning of Group D. But Gojj, look, this has been so fun so far, and honestly, I'm just happy. Look, Courage called it, said MQ was going to get it done. I'm so happy. Look, you got a win under your belt, too. You got it done.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens in this next one, too, in Group D. We've got 2 former champions and then a couple runners-up as well. We've got Via Four Eyes, who's a champion from August. We've got Isabella, who's a champion from July. So on paper, technically, those may be my front runners. But again, they didn't necessarily play against each other, right? So it's a totally different competition. And Courage, I love what you were calling out about holding on to some of those low-value cards you got to be thinking about. We also saw MQ's bluffs and then kind of going back on that and not bluffing. Like, there's all of those little kind of heady cognitive moves that can really change the game for you.
Yeah, so far, honestly, he's impressed me probably the most in individual strategic gameplay from what we've seen so far today. And that's what's going to separate the best from those who are just left behind in either the quarterfinals or semifinals. Obviously, now everyone who's in those semifinals have earned themselves some money. But we're about to get started with Group D, and I can't wait.
2 more spots available, not only to get to the semifinals with a chance for first, but to get into the money. Who's going to get it done? Let's find out now with Group D.
All right, Courage, my man. We got Joey down at the bottom already with 2+4 wilds looking really strong. A ton of ways to make people draw.
And already, there's so many draw 4s in play at the moment. That is insane. This is going to be a smackdown already, as Isabella does have a yellow 3 to play. We'll do just that. A blue 3 now to balance if Elizabeth does want to. Looks like that's what she'll do. A skip. This is already looking quite good for Joey, Gojj.
Yeah, it looks really good for a couple reasons. One, if this is the same mode of play, the direction of play doesn't change. There's not a reverse. If Isabella plays it, okay, now Joey's a little bit more precarious, but if Isabella plays her +4, Joey won't have to draw. He's got kind of that barrier of also having one. So it's actually Via Four Eyes that's going to be in trouble, and it's not going to be played yet, but eventually watch out for that. If Isabella starts the train, Via Four Eyes is drawing 12 cards.
One really smart thing to keep in mind, they've basically already figured out exactly what color cards Joey has because he couldn't play on a blue, he forced it to yellow, couldn't play on the green, and then it goes down to yellow. So they should know he's on red And just like that, Uno is in. Isabella might have it.
It's already over. Plus twos. Isabella had a +2, so didn't have to burn the +4 wild. This is going to be an absolute monstrous win for Isabella. Via 4 Eyes draws 14 cards, and Isabella gets a free win. You can't even read those cards. This is going to be one of the biggest scores we've probably ever seen, depending on those 14 cards that were drawn. Holy.
Wow. And you saw the Lily Pichu GG emote used there at the end that people who are watching can stay tuned to have a chance to win, if I'm not mistaken. Is that a good shout right there,
That's
Gojj?
a great shout.
I'm paying attention, and production just let us know 307 points in hand at the end right there, Gojj.
That is probably, and I'll have to go back and fact check this, but probably the highest score we've ever seen from one singular hand. But here's the thing to keep in mind, and Courage, you might be saying about the same thing I'm about to say. If she doesn't win again, she may not move forward even with that high of a score.
Yeah, no, that's very, very tough right there. That last game reminded me of one of my most popular clips from my stream is when I was playing Uno with Ninja and he had to draw like 20 plus cards just trying to get a green, and it's gone viral every time I've posted it, and that's exactly what that draw 14 reminded me of.
Yeah, that's a great shout. I know you're an Uno champion back in the day, so continue to tout those skills, my friend. All right,
Oh my
+12. This early into the round, things are getting spicy here in Group D. They are not holding anything back. And I got to remind people, too, at home, if you haven't done it already, you should have only a couple more minutes left to still vote on who you think is going to win this match as a massive discard all goes down.
That's a huge discard all comes into play, and he's going to be able to chain a red discard all, and Joey goes from 18 cards to 4 in just 2 turns.
The power of the discard all, and you can see the scores down the bottom, by the way. Look at that. Isabella, 360 in total, is 307 just from that one hand. But here we go. The stat comes in. It's going to be +8 to Isabella here. No questions asked, and it stays green, Courage.
This could have Joey written all over it right here, because there's the 2. Now a skip comes into play. It should be a skip back from Isabella.
Yep.
Now the 9, which will then put him on Uno with a wild. And unless it goes to red or a top deck from 4 Eyes, the top deck! Oh no, I thought it was a draw 2. I thought it was a draw 2.
It's
oh my gosh.
The action card comes through, the discard all. Joey's got the wild, and I will say, Courage, that +4 wild, obviously the strongest card to hold on to till the end, unless we're running out of time. A normal wild, still very strong.
Very good.
The only thing, like you said, that could have happened was if it went red, Joey would have had to draw.
Yeah, I have to get these glasses checked. I thought that discard all was a draw 2, and I thought the top deck happened. I'm going to say this. This has been a bad omen in other games, but my chat is fully rooting for Joey, and that's his first win. That's the first time my chat has had someone win all the way in Group D now. So, hey, maybe the tides are turning, like Katie mentioned.
All right, well, Courage's chat, maybe start spamming reverse the curse. I don't know, because you guys are looking for a win still. Jack, did you give us a prediction? Are you trying to just keep your eyes on MQ and say, forget everybody else? Or are you predicting this one?
Listen, I'm full steam ahead on MQ. The second I saw he's from New Jersey, I knew right there that's a fellow guy who drives on the turnpike, so I know he's got my vote. If you can drive to the turnpike and not tilt, you cannot tilt in an Uno Mobile Championship tournament, all right?
I respect that.
Let me be clear.
Already down to 3 cards, Isabella, with the +4 wild as well, but there's still several on the board. Via 4, I still can't catch a break when it comes to that +4 wild. Almost identical situation to the last one.
This has Isabella. This is Isabella, and look, she has the draw 4, so boom, Joey's draw 4. Okay, yeah, we're doing good. Elizabeth goes, I'm not drawing 4. Let me give draw 4 to you.
Yeah, this is brutal. This is another ginormous win for Isabella. Isabella's almost assuredly moving to the semifinals, no matter what happens. 12 more cards for Via 4 Eyes. I mean, we just repeating the round over again. So much of that history of the last 2 games was just repeated again for an Isabella victory. She's going to be well over 500 points.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, Isabella with a couple great final moments there. The Lily Pichu GG used yet again. I'm absolutely loving it. You saw Joey was 1 card away. Another player was just 1 card away, so that one was close. But in the end, the reverse comes out to help Isabella to get the advantage in the amount of cards played. And just like that, Isabella is now 1 game away. The next win $250 right into the pocket of Isabella and Joey by making it to the semifinals.
That's exactly right. Match point for Isabella, and Joey wouldn't be too mad about it because Joey would also be moving on, and we could prove that Courage's chat is not cursed. We will see, though. Still plenty of games, theoretically, to be played here in Group D. Wild's coming through pretty early, surprisingly, and Isabella's thinking about it here, taking her time and saying, why not? Let's keep moving.
And looks like will Elizabeth play the draw 4? No, not yet. Holding on to that ace in the hole for the end of it. Should drop this reverse down. Yeah, there's no point in holding that onto that reverse right there. It's also going to force a draw from Joey. Does top deck the color he needs. Forces another draw there. Another draw now coming in. No one having these yellows. So many draws happening right now, Gojj.
Usually we see some of these players start to burn their wilds. No one can get anything. Finally, it goes red, and the only other person that has red, well, now Isabella. Before that, only Elizabeth. And we oftentimes see wilds start to be burned about halfway through, so watch out. Instead of drawing a ton of cards, look at Via Four Eyes finally into the mix here. Doesn't go discard all, doesn't want to risk potentially somebody else going out, is worried about somebody else having a discard alt to finish things off, and is not going to take the risk.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy. See, for me, I'm dropping this discard all. Like, if I'm Isabella, I'm throwing the discard all down right away. Yeah, there it is. I mean, you can't wait. Yeah, there you go. Now it gets dropped. I mean, you cannot hold on to that. You just got to go for it at this point.
And it worked out for Via Four Eyes because you're going to see a +8 here going to Isabella, which means Via Four Eyes is going to be tied 2-2-2.
Yep.
And as it goes to red, unfortunately, pretty much everybody's going to have to draw besides Elizabeth.
Yeah, exactly that. And they know that Via Four Eyes absolutely does not have any blues in hand. Uno now for Elizabeth, not playing the reverse, which would have ended the game.
The skip saving the day. Skip back forth, and Joey's now on Uno, and it's yellow. No one can play that's on Uno. And another top deck, keeping Elizabeth in the lead. 45 seconds to go.
It's not. Joey's going to have to draw. He top decks again. Elizabeth going to have to draw. No top deck this time around. Isabella drops another card down. Another draw. Still nothing. Another top deck for Joey. He stays on one card. Elizabeth back down to Uno. Will the reverse be used now?
Reverse.
It is. So that's going to force another draw, Elizabeth.
Look at the points. And a crazy +4 wild. This is going to help him out. He goes to Uno, and it's going to force other players to draw a ton. And he has the lowest value card. Even if Elizabeth goes back to Uno, Joey will be in the lead. We are running out of daylight. We've got to move. Elizabeth has to draw here. Just can't get a discard all. Gets the +2. Joey has to draw. Did she win at the end of the day? Yes, she does. Elizabeth is your winner somehow, sneaking in. I thought the only way Elizabeth won there was if she drew the discard all that was blue. She would have been able to play and go out of cards, but instead, she proves me wrong, draws a +2, and Joey had to draw low numbers because they had the same amount of cards. He drew 2 action cards, Courage. That's 40 points he drew just from that 1 +2.
Joey right now is kicking and screaming wherever he is. That is a tough pill to swallow, as now that drops him to third. A must-win scenario for Joey now.
Wow, that blew me away. I thought there was no way there was going to be a way Joey didn't win that one. And I was proven wrong. The discard alls are powerful, but a +2 to make you draw 40.
Look at the draw. Look at the starting draw for Elizabeth with 2 wilds, and immediately we'll get this reverse down already with just 2 greens and 2 draw 4 wilds. You got to drop one to make it green here, no?
You can't. No. We have so much time. I think she's going to hold on to it. What she's worried about is burning one too early and then somebody else not having to burn theirs and forcing her second so she can't get a free win. We'll see, though, as the clock continues to run out, she might have done the right move. She might be able to save these last 2. The question is, do you do it now or do you continue to wait?
Green.
Ooh, calls
goes for
green. It. Keeps it green, trying to play that again.
Blue.
Catching him off guard. Now swap back over to blue.
Draw cards.
Golly.
And if the blue 6 is played by Isabella, so now going to have to draw. Players will know. Players will know there's no blues in the hand of Elizabeth.
And this is what I was talking about before. Elizabeth is going to be forced to play this +4 wild because otherwise she's drawing 8 cards. So it's going to force Joey to draw 12 and now is out of +4 wilds. That's the danger of burning them too early. But still, goes yellow and technically on Uno.
Technically on Uno, Via Four Eyes. If Via Four Eyes plays the skip, no, not going to play the skip. Heart of the cards. Isabella, no. Elizabeth takes it and now ties it up 2 games apiece.
We've got 2 winners on match point now. Elizabeth with a late game comeback swings in and says, I've got +4 wilds. I'm going to win it all. And even though there was a little bit of worry there, when it goes to yellow, nobody can do anything about it.
No one could do anything about it in the end. Some big plays with the draw forwards made all the difference in that one. And now we've got 2 players tied at 2. Forget the tiebreakers or anything along those lines. If Isabella and Elizabeth win this game, both of them move on to the semifinals.
Yeah, this is a must-win situation for Joey, and he's got to do it in a absolutely dynamic fashion. He is so far down on points. He needs to dominate this one to have a chance to go forward on the tiebreaker, or just win 2 back-to-back. That would get him there, but a tall order.
Yeah, we're basically at the point where if you're Joey, you kind of almost have to get to 3 wins if you're going to be able to move on at this point from how different their scores are. You see the 3s now coming on in the 5. Now we're down to, and if the blue 5 is played, that puts Elizabeth. But Isabella has a draw 4.
That's right.
But if you're Isabella, just let it draw the cards and let Elizabeth win. Right?
Yeah, if you know, that's 100% what you could do. And I think Isabella doesn't know whether or not Elizabeth can throw down here and is not going to risk it.
No.
Doesn't want to risk it, is going to play the +12. You're exactly right, though. Elizabeth could have been given the victory by Isabella because they both move on. Isabella just didn't want to take that chance as she is now on Uno.
She is now on Uno. Unfortunately, her final card is a red 1, which will be tough to get to play unless there is some lucky color changes, and it doesn't look like that's going to be happening anytime soon.
Look at Joey. Could go to Uno here shortly, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Do you play your blue now? He's going to do it. Goes to Uno.
Oh, and look, Elizabeth has... Oh, it swaps to blue.
Yeah,
I was going to say, Elizabeth has... She might go red, though. She might play this and go red, and then Joey wins. Okay, no. So they're going to know he doesn't have a green. They are going to know he doesn't have a green, except he pulls the reverse.
And it makes Isabella draw 2 cards instead of Joey. That's a massive boon for Joey, keeping him alive. Needs another good top deck. Doesn't get it. Job's not done yet, though.
Swaps on over to red. Everyone still has reds available. It's going to put Joey back down to Uno. A blue is all that's left, but no one in the game has blue. Another Uno now comes in.
We're going to have 3 Unos. We're going to have 3 Unos unless it changes, and it does. A skip goes to Elizabeth. She's going to have to draw. 45 seconds remaining. This is too close to call.
And if this, it will play. Now we're going to be on a 3rd Uno, but the red will get played. A draw will have to happen. Stays. Another draw. A draw 4 to blue, and everyone's going to have to draw.
Nobody could do anything about it. That would have been a via 4-eyes win. This is Joey's on a silver platter. Unless there's a crazy top deck, will anyone get it?
Oh my!
Joey still in it. Courage, not a massive win, but a win nonetheless. We've got 3 people on match point. Joey somehow still in it.
This has been our best group so far. I mean, now my chat's going to be absolutely electric because Joey stays in it, folks. This is what these tournaments are all about. If you are watching this right now and not wanting to play in the next community cups going on in the Uno mobile app, then what are you even doing? Go download the game now as we get in to what could be our match point. Isabella, Elizabeth, and Joey all with 2 wins. The only way we go to another game after this in Group D is if Via 4-eyes takes this one. And for Joey, this is a must-win game still because of how different the score tiebreaker is.
It was just too late of a win to rack up the score enough. And look at Elizabeth, 2+4 wilds yet again. Set up potentially for a victory here. Somebody's got to do something about it. They got to draw some of these +4s out, and they don't. This is make or break. If they don't burn one of these +4 wilds now, they're going to be in trouble. Goes to
Joey
green.
plays the green.
This is a free win for Elizabeth. I don't think there's anything they can do unless they just keep skipping over and over again. And there's only 1 on the board, and it's going the wrong direction. Courage. This is a slow burn to a Elizabeth victory, which will also push Isabella forward.
This is going to be heartbreak for Joey as he thinks he's got a chance in this one. But we can... Oh, she's already sending presents. She's already sending presents. What are you doing? Elizabeth sends the presents 3 turns in advance, says Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and sends them packing.
And what's wild too, Katie, is if we were so locked in on Elizabeth's win there because of the 2+4 wilds. If you saw Joey was on one card,
Had
on
one
Uno
left
with a +4 wild. Joey was one turn away from winning it all. Wow.
The heroics from Joey falling just shy as we take a look at these replays. And wow, it was Isabella coming out hot in the opening of these replays, but Elizabeth, wow, what an amazing finish. And Joey, truly a great moment there to bring it back, as we're going to see in just a little bit, but Courage couldn't get it done. Elizabeth, not about to let that happen.
I mean, when you draw 2 draw 4s, and what stinks for Joey is he kind of played the green that enabled her to get down to just 2 draw 4s left.
Yep.
Isabella started so strong in that group, and that one strong win with the 360 score was really a difference maker for her in the tiebreaker. I think that one game of score was more than all of Joey's 2 wins combined from a score perspective. So absolutely massive ending in that one. And now we've got our top 8 set. Joey was 1 card away from $250. And when you put it that way, heartbreak.
Heartbreak indeed. What I want to see is in the final replay, are we going to get all those presents that were being sent across from Elizabeth?
Yeah, there's a couple.
That's so funny, because you have to think the ice cold dread that must have happened when you saw those presents. You're like, oh no, what have I possibly done? And just, thank you very much. I'll take my win and move to the semis.
Man, I am just impressed with Joey's ability to battle back, though. Got himself in position, got himself to that +4 wild, but there's the final victory from Elizabeth. Katie, what a victory.
What a victory indeed. Look at that scoreline, Courage, 743. I mean, you already had the 3 wins, but my goodness.
Yeah, no, that one, in the end, a massive score difference. Congratulations to Elizabeth and Isabella. They've both earned themselves some money and with a lot of opportunity to win a heck of a lot more. Joey and Via 4 Eyes, thank you so much for participating. Congratulations on making it this far, but we've got ourselves a top 8, and here it is. Daniel, MQ, Destiny, and Isabella in the first half of the semifinals, and then Jaja, Elizabeth, Romeo, and Alexis. Reminder, folks, still $10,000 in total prizing will be split amongst these 8 players. If you get 7th and 8th, still impressive, but you win $250. If you get first, $5,000. So everyone here has got to remain locked in, still have a lot of work to do to win the biggest chunk of this prize pool.
A lot of work to do, but Gojj, just gotta feel good, right? You got a little bit of money in your pocket, but you know what you want. Courage just said it, $5,000 for first place, that incredible Uno Mobile trophy, and of course, the glory of being the first Community Cup Finals winner. There's a lot on the line, but they all got some wins under their belt, so I'm feeling like they're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm sure they're excited. The nerves are probably continuing to build. A lot more to happen. Our semifinals right around the corner. But I want to take a moment to remind you to go download Uno Mobile for free right now in the iOS or Android Google Play stores. You got to go get your hands on it. It's a blast. Courage and I are having a ton of fun in the booth, and Katie breaking down all the action for us. And by the way, we've had all of our winners thus far, and we'll have some more here shortly in those Lily GG emotes you're seeing in our game. I know a lot of our players love them. You can go check those out, and the link is going to be down in the description below in the Mattel 163 store. It's also going to be in our commands and with our chat. Our moderators are going to help you out. That link is store.mattel163.com/Uno. Okay, go check out the store. Go check out the Lily Pichu emojis. And if you're playing, you can also hear her voice in game. She's got her own voice pack. Very, very cool, as well as those Community Cup backgrounds. So I'm talking about them right now because we've got some more winners to show you here on main stage. Let's bring them up. Here's your amazing names, amazing IDs. If you see your name, your ID, you've won that GG emoji from Lily Pichu. Custom hand created. She drew these herself. Congratulations to Lays and Natalia, and then as well as Sam for winning that Community Cup background. Impressive win nonetheless, but again, you can go get your hands on them if you don't win them throughout the broadcast today at store.mattel163.com/Uno. Uno. And if you didn't win these and you want some more rewards, I've got another gift code for you. You gotta click that cogwheel in the top left-hand corner of the Uno mobile home screen. Head down to gift code, type in free, the number 2, play on mobile, and click the redeem button. You're gonna get 600 coins, 10 diamonds, and 1 4x shield. I told you we'd give a lot away today, and I don't know if you've noticed, we haven't really pointed them out. There's been a couple sneaky codes that have appeared on broadcast as well. Every about 30 minutes or so, you're gonna see one of those codes pop up as well. They're a long string of numbers. You gotta type it in correctly. Gotta make sure you do your caps lock and everything like that perfectly. So just continue to pay attention to broadcast. We'll have some more winners down the line, but we're gonna head to a very short break where you're gonna have a chance to learn a little bit more about the players playing here on Main Stage. Don't go anywhere. You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Hi everyone, it's Laura, your February Uno Cup champion, and I'm excited to be in the grand finales for 2023. I'm 54 years old. I'm probably the oldest person in this competition. I live in the Los Angeles area of California, and I want to wish everybody good luck in this competition, and may the best person win with a little luck of the cards. Thank you. I love you all.
Hi, I'm Joey Gravadoni. My in-game name is Joey. I am from Northern Michigan and I qualified back in February and got second place. My favorite Uno Mobile game modes are Go Wild, 2v2, or Solo, the highest stakes possible. I play a very aggressive style of Uno and challenge everything I come across, so those other finalists better watch out. I'm coming for them.
Hi, my name is Destiny Langlois. My in-game name is Destiny Adami. I am from Central Michigan. I qualified for the Community Cup in March and took first place overall. I have been playing Uno for a little over a year now. If you could choose anyone who you would think would win, I would hope it would be me. When I set my mind to something, I go for it, and I'm ready to take first place again. So I hope you could choose me, and I'm excited for what's to come. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Gojj. My in-game name also Kobe. I'm from Canada, Ontario. I was placed second of the March final. I've been playing for Uno Mobile almost 2 years now. I'm usually playing Uno Mobile with my best friend. Also, favorite mode is a single play because it gives me good strategy and skills to be prepared with the annual final. If you vote me, you will be satisfied.
Hi everyone, I'm Marquise, aka M21190, and I'm the May champion who also finished top 3 in August. I'm representing North Jersey and the tri-state area. I've been playing Uno Mobile on and off for 4 years as a way to first fill time at work, to on my job, and just to get peaked. So I love competition.
Appleton, and I am from British Columbia, Canada, representing the Canadians in the Uno Mobile Cup Championship. Can't wait. My screen name is Isabella, and I won the July qualifying round. I love playing Uno with my kids and my husband, and I've been playing for about 2 to 3 years now. Just want to say good luck to all of the competitors and have fun. It's going to be great. Thanks for watching, and good luck, everyone.
Hi, I'm Alexis Turner. My in-game name is Alexis Hannah. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I qualified for the Uno Mobile Community Cup in July. I got second place, but don't let that deter you because I've been playing for about 4 years and I've been working really hard on my strategies and what in-game moves I want to make for this annual final. I'm really excited and I really want to win. So please vote for me.
Hey everyone, what's going on? My name's Ryan Patrick. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and my in-game name on Uno is Ryan. I qualified for the annual final through the August Championship, where I finished in second place. And I've been playing Uno Mobile for a couple of years now, and I would say I'm very familiar with the strategy it takes to win and to take down the competition, and I think that's going to give me a great shot in the final. And you should vote for me because I just hate to lose. Like, I hate losing when it comes to anything, and the same goes for Uno.
Hi there, I am Erica Bouchard, and I am Erica R1101. I am from New Brunswick, Canada, and I started playing Uno a few years ago, and I got really excited when the Community Cup started because it was a chance to win some money. And so I did, and I finally qualified in first place in the September edition, and here I am. Please vote for me.
Hey guys, my name's Dan Lassick. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. My Community Cup name is Dan L. I've been playing the online Uno for about a year now. I originally heard about the Community Cup from my wife. I started playing it back in the summer. It took me a few months, but then ended up placing second in the September Community Cup. My favorite game on a daily basis is the typical just go wild 2v2. I don't have any partners or anything that I play with. I just like randomly pick it. I think it keeps things interesting and keeps things challenging. And looking forward to the finals in November, and look forward to seeing you guys there. Thanks.
Welcome, Uno community. My name is Trish, aka Romeo in the game. I want to thank you all for your support and put on these competitions for us. If this game was easy, I would not play this game. This is why I play the game. So, to all my Uno family, give it your all, try your best in life and in Uno, and never give up.
Hi everyone, my name is Tunisia, in-game name is Jaja. I'm from Ontario, Canada. I qualified for the annual finals after placing second in the October monthly finals. I've been playing Uno for just over a year now on the mobile app. I look forward to seeing you at the annual finals.
Well, welcome back to the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup 2023 Annual Finals. Our group stages are done. We're going to be heading into the semifinals. My name's Gojj. I've been with you all of today and all throughout the year watching these incredible competitors make it to this stage, and we're down to the final 8, and they've all won a bit of cash. The big question in our minds is, how much? Now, folks at home, I know you've been having a blast watching the show. If you're just now tuning in, I need to remind you, go download Uno Mobile for free in the iOS or Android Google Play stores. Whether you're in Courage's chat, any of our watch partiers chat, or maybe you're just hanging out in our YouTube chat here with Uno Mobile for the very first time, we love that you're here. Go get your hands on the game. It's a lot of fun. And by the way, we've been doing a lot of giveaways today, and there's actually a chance for you to go get your own emojis and your Community Cup background in the Mattel 163 store. Store.mattel163.com/Uno. That's where you need to go. The moderators will help you out in the chats, whether you're YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, or otherwise, or maybe you're over there on Facebook as well. They can help you out. It's probably going to be down in the description as well. And you can get your hands on some amazing deals, as well as those all too exclusive Lily Pichu emojis and a voice pack. And look, we had some giveaways going on here on screen, but we also had some giveaways going on those socials I told you about. Twitter, to be sure, it had some giveaways going on. And this time around, you're not only walking away with some coins. We're also walking away with some Uno Mobile merch. Macaroni, Erica, Destiny, Bees, and Hi Smile. Congratulations. You walked away with some merch. You've got a shirt, a hat, some wristbands, some buttons, a bag, and some coins and diamonds. So congratulations for those that participated in our Twitter giveaway. And we also had another giveaway going on Facebook as well that we need to go check out the winners for that. Same giveaway items. Congratulations to Arrow, Kayev, Lisa, Raj, and Houdini. Big win for you all just by participating on our giveaways that were happening. The competition's happening on the socials all across the board. So if you haven't followed Uno Mobile on all their major socials, you need to. They do these giveaways, and of course, they also have a ton of competitions happening in the Discord as well. Quick little reminder, the Discord community for Uno Mobile goes crazy. So go check it out. !Discord should pull that up for you. The moderators can help you out. And the moderators in the Discord are incredible. They actually had a chance to participate in a competition back in June, which was really cool to see. So anyways, a lot we get to talk about today and continue to excited to keep moving forward. But before we get there, one more vote that we actually had was who the most popular champion is. Who's the most popular competitor today? And look, Jack's chat hasn't been right about a lot, but they liked the right person. Kobe was actually the most popular champion going into this show. We're here. Kobe, congratulations. You're winning some rewards. All of that merch that you saw, Kobe also gets. So Kobe will be shipped off a shirt, a hat, buttons, wristbands, coins, diamonds, and will get a Community Cup background just by being the most popular champion here. Unfortunately, not walking away with any cash. Didn't make to the semifinals, but hey, Courageous Chat, congratulations. You picked the right one, and well, the community agrees. Kobe, everybody loves him. But let's bring back in Jack, let's bring back in Katie, and let's talk through what we saw in the group stages, Katie, because it was a great time.
It was a great time indeed. There is so much action that happened. Look, groups B and C, we got done in what? 5 rounds, but A and D, it got crazy, it got weird, it got wild, and you know what? Everyone had a ton of fun. But let's take a look at some of the replays. This is currently Courage Group A, as we can see Laura and Kobe himself the most popular.
Hey, Kobe, he was the most popular, but you know, today just wasn't his day on Uno Mobile, all right? He'd be the champion any other day of the week and twice on Sunday. As we go ahead and keep a look at these replays. You know, Laura showed up a bit early on, but then it was Romeo bouncing back and forth. Dan, though, a fan favorite in my chat. We saw his interview just prior to coming back from break. You know, excited to see how they go. Lumps was my pick with my chat in Group B. He didn't have the best time ever either there. The good news is for these players, though, and one thing we've seen is that truly any of these players can come out on top, can still be crowned champion. It's all in the heart of the cards. It's all in how things wind up developing, what you draw, and how you play them. So stay tuned because we have no idea who's going to come out on top today.
Gojj, no idea, but I feel like Courage's chat's heating up a little bit, you know? We're starting to get there, especially Courage. Look, you called it too once we get into Group C, which is where we are right now. MQ, you said it at the start. New Jersey, you were calling it out, and MQ got it done in style.
If MQ wins this tournament, I'm tattooing Uno Mobile on my forehead.
Okay, wow, that's a strong commitment. You heard it here first. Didn't necessarily say it was a permanent tattoo, but Courage.
Like one of the water, like ones you can like peel off, or like a real.
We don't know.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe I'm lying. Who knows?
Leave in the heart of the cards and we'll find out.
Yeah.
Courage is a man of his word. I've never seen him back out of a deal he made with this chat. So who knows what will happen. We might see that tattoo on his forehead, Katie. But a great win there from Elizabeth at the very end of the day. And let's take a look back, Katie, at the bracket.
Yes, indeed. So we saw it play out in those replays, but these semifinals have found their victors. Every single one of them, they're in the money. They got cash in their pockets, but you want to get to the grand finals because that's where that first place prize, that $5,000 and that beautiful Uno Mobile trophy is.
That's right. It is a lot of cash, but an incredible trophy that I will hand ship to you. Get ready. A lot of money on the line. And Courage, I think when we talk about the math, we talk about the money. You and I both fantastic at math, of course. If you make it to the finals, the grand finals here shortly, if you make it out of semis, you are tripling the cash that you would have earned in the semis. Instead of $250 for just making it to the semis, you're gonna be making at least $750 and a chance at $2,500 or a chance at $5K.
Oh yeah, no, these are $500 group matches of Uno right now, of Uno Mobile. So pressure is now on. This is where champions are made. You can't teach clutch is one thing I always say. We'll see who has the clutch gene in them. I'm just ready for the action to get started.
Ready for the action to get started, and it will. It's just moments away from semifinal number 1. We had 16, and now we've whittled it down to just 8, but only one can come out on top. And, well, Gojj, we've got more action to get through, but I'm really excited. The semifinals, this is where it starts to heat up.
It's definitely going to heat up, and it's heating up for our viewers as well. Another chance to win a giveaway, another chance to win those GG emotes from Lily Pichu herself. Here it is. You're going to drop your Uno Mobile ID number in chat now for a chance to win. It's a 13-digit number. It's right up there in your account. You'll see it underneath your name. You're going to have a chance to potentially win the GG emote or that Community Cup background that Kobe ended up winning for being the most popular as well. You can join Kobe with this incredible backdrop. You're going to feel like you're in the Uno Mobile esports, and maybe, like Courage said, you can play with us next year because, yes, next year, right around the corner, we're going to be doing this again. Stay tuned for more information about that at the end of the show. But type in your IDs now, and very clearly, Katie, I want to make sure everybody's aware, you only have 2 minutes to do this. I'm even going to say it again on broadcast when the 2 minutes is up. The timer has started. It's time right now. Spam those IDs, and I'll tell you when to stop, and maybe you'll be a victor, Katie.
Spam those IDs because it's not just the competitors today who are winning, who are getting these giveaways. It is everyone in chat too. Make sure you're listening to Gojj. He will never lead you astray, and it's time. Semifinal 1 begins now.
All right, Courage, my man. $500 games of Uno about to be played. Uno Mobile goes wild. You've learned it, you've seen it, and I know everybody's loving it at home. We got a lot of wild cards on the board.
And just to be clear here, Gojj, yet again, for our viewers at home, and to make sure I understand too, these are still first to 3 matches. Moves you on. We're still same rules as the quarterfinals, correct?
That's right. Exact same rules. Nothing changes. Even into the grand finals, it's the exact same. And I need to remind people at home, you can vote right now who you think's going to win. Are you going to stay with Courage and vote for MQ, or are you going to be cheering on one of our other winners? A lot of cards about to be drawn. You've got 5 minutes to vote. And Courage, Destiny is about to draw the most cards we've ever seen, at least today. 18 plus 18 come from MQ.
18 cards. I'm going to sit back while these cards get divvied on out because this is going to take a while. As finally, it is now done. The good news for MQ, oh, the skip does come in. A lot of players in this are either on blue or yellow cards. So Isabella might change this to blue or draw, change it to yellow. We'll change it to yellow. So this is going to put MQ down to Uno, and look at the number yellow for Dan. Dan has the one. There it is.
It's just like last time. MQ has won now 3 times. Out of his 4 wins he has, 3 of those have been off of a 1. That is unbelievable odds. And yet again, MQ finds himself at the top, Courage.
MQ takes game number 1 of semifinal Group A. Just like that, he continues to believe in the heart of the cards, and they keep backing him up right there. So insane to say the least. Reminder, you're running out of time here to put your Uno Mobile ID. And that actually, you know what? Time's up. Stop. Stop spamming it. You missed your opportunity. You've got to wait for your next time.
There you go. You heard it from Courage. That's right. You're out of time for ID spam, and you're almost out of time. Only a couple more minutes remaining to vote for who you think is going to win. And right now, MQ looking really strong. 298 score. But again, it's going to come down to wins, so that might not be enough. Got to win again, and looking really solid. 2 wild cards and the fewest amount of cards on the table.
Yeah, and already just beginning to hammer. This is looking beautiful off the start. Probably going to go ahead and use this wild to put it to a color he needs. I would assume right here, Gojj.
Yeah,
probably
drops
it.
Though.
Okay, that's
Look
fine.
At Isabella at the top. A +4 wild with the discard all. If it would have gone blue there, could have been in trouble. Job not done yet.
Wait, this is good.
It's perfect for MQ. It's going to be a skip over. He's going to be down to 2 cards.
This is actually a huge start for him. Now the question is, will Isabella draw? She will.
Wow.
So now he's going to have to draw as well. And he top decks to discard all.
It's going to stay discard all. Isabella's going to go to Uno with a +4 wild. There's nothing anyone can do about it because of the top deck that MQ played. There is nothing that can change the fact that Isabella is winning here. A crazy circumstance. MQ draws a discard all off the top deck that's red. He plays it, and that, after a couple rounds, actually gives the win to Isabella. Another very quick victory.
Again, reminder, if you just start tuning in, we are playing with stacking rules. So if you get a draw 2 and you've got yourself a draw 4 in your hand, you can plop that right down, force the next person to draw 6. That's why Isabella was basically guaranteed the win right there. MQ, close yet again, but this time the cards kind of backfired from what he played. Actually wound up benefiting Isabella pretty hard right there. So already off the start, MQ, 1 win, 298 score. Isabella, 1 win, 184 score. Can Dan and Destiny get on the board here?
Here we go. Already out of yellow cards across the table, and it might be time for some wilds. Everybody has one. Isabella's the only one, though, without a +4 wild. Red's going to benefit everybody, at least for a moment, but the question is how long? And how long will we wait to burn these +4 wilds as Isabella yet again has to draw?
Yeah, and Dan already just kind of perfectly being able to play something every turn. That's a great sign for him. Will the blue 4 be played? No, so that's going to force him to go ahead and draw. Back on over to Destiny. Does discard all the greens, so now players in the lobby know Destiny has no greens remaining. And also now Dan has no greens remaining, so players need to be keeping that in mind. And just like that, a +4 to Isabella. Action to Dan, and he's got the +2. Dan down to just 2 cards.
You're running out of time there. Isabella elected to draw 4 instead of stacking, by the way. That might be the first time we've seen that thus far. Just drew 4 cards. Said it's too early for my +4 wild. I need to wait, and this is the perfect moment to wait for. It's going to go all the way around. It's going to be +18 to MQ. MQ going to be in trouble, and Dan's going to be on Uno.
Oh my goodness. Uno called from Dan, +18 to MQ. As here comes the cards, it looks like MQ 1190. He's trying to reach that many cards in his hand to match the numbers in his name, Gojj.
Yeah, bluff yellow didn't pay off. Nobody could do anything about it. And as such, it came back to him. He had to draw. Everybody knows nobody has a yellow besides MQ. The question is, what do you have? Now you're having to draw. Dan back up to 3. Anybody's game still. And MQ says, oh, nobody has a yellow? Sure, I'll play my yellows. No problem.
Yeah. It's now Destiny top decks the wild. We'll swap it right back to red, which will probably have Isabella playing the skip. Yeah, wanting to get some of those action cards out of hand. Skips right back. Will we see reverse now? Yep, trying to lower that score down right away because of how high the scores are of the 2 other competitors. So
Huge.
Isabella knowing clock running down, time to get rid of these action cards.
And Isabella, because of that reverse sequence, actually is in first place right now. Now losing that to Dan, but with the reverse, that would put her in a good spot. But Dan's got a reverse as well. Dan's on Uno with only 6 points out of nowhere. Dan in a near flawless position right here with nobody threatening at all from a card total. And they're not going to change it off of blue. What's happening? Is MQ going to finally do it? Yes, barely gets it out.
Because MQ knows he doesn't have a yellow from earlier.
That's right.
Smart play from MQ, keeping that in mind. This might be the chance now for either Isabella or Destiny to give themselves an opportunity to get a lower score, but I don't think there's enough time.
Oh, Isabella made one tactical error there. Took too long. Isabella took too long in her turn. There wasn't enough time. Stalled out her turn enough to where Dan didn't even have to draw or have to play. Dan grabs a victory. If Isabella would have immediately thrown down as fast as possible, there might have been a world where Dan would have had to draw a card. If he would have drawn a action card, potentially could have put him over the top, but that's not what happened. Dan grabs a victory.
It would have been tough no matter what, to be honest, there, as now we've got 3 players in our semifinal Group A with a win. So, will Destiny now get on the board and tie it all back up at 1 apiece? We'll find out here. Again, this is semifinal number 1 of 2. The 2 top players in this group guarantee themselves $500 more, $750 in total for making it to our grand finals.
And quickly, MQ started with 3 wilds and already burned 1. And maybe some of the other players are thinking, okay, he's burning wilds early. Maybe he has a couple more. We need to keep that in mind. But a lot to keep track of here. And MQ yet again burns another wild, trying to get down to as few as cards as possible and wants to hold on to the +4 wild if at all possible.
Be a rough stack here, though. +2, +2, +2. And now if you're MQ, he goes for it. He plays 3 wilds in a row, drops a +10 on Dan, and just like that, he only has reds remaining.
Yeah, MQ's got to be shaking his head saying, really, you're going to force this out of me? He wanted to hold on to that, but it wasn't worth drawing 6 cards to him. Not a bad play. The frustrating part is Destiny has a +4, and MQ has to draw. He has no way to ward off the attack. Exactly what happens. Now Destiny and Isabella in a perfect spot to try to win here.
Yeah, and honestly, depending on what Dan plays here, this could really change the game. If Dan plays the 9, okay, he goes to green, and that's going to help Isabella get down to Uno.
Dan's got ammunition, though. A +2 down there to make Isabella draw and some skips. Not over yet unless it's reverse. MQ gives it away to Isabella out of nowhere. Dan had the ammunition. We hit the Lily Pichu GG. And Isabella on top of the board with 2 victories. What a MQ had no idea that was going to be the case. The only caveat to that, though, Courage, is that you can say Dan has 1,000 cards. You think Dan can probably do something about the person on Uno.
Yeah, and also one more thing to think of too is MQ's win was worth 298 score. So even though Isabella takes that, he's still in the window of moving on right now. So he's in one of those situations where it's like, sure, now MQ is sitting here going, hey, you know what? I'd love to win 3, but if Isabella has to win this next game, I'm going to help her do so, and we'll both move to the finals.
Yeah, unfortunately, since they're across the board from each other, the only way he can do that is a couple skips, which he has one. So a little bit of a skip battle here could potentially happen eventually, but we're already on a +14 to Destiny. Starting off hot, and the only person with a +4 wild currently, even after the draw, is Dan, who might be in the best position right now.
And here comes the skips. Back on over to MQ. Now the skip back. Isabella probably volleys a skip right back. Oh, no. Going to go ahead and play the 3. So now action to Dan. Will Dan play his wild to keep him continuing to drop cards? Yes. Remember, MQ does have the discard all. That puts him down to just 2 cards. Destiny has enough cards that I can't even see what she has.
Yellow.
A ton of discard alls, but it's not going to take a risk. Wants to get it to yellow. Doesn't think a lot of people have yellow. Would have been right if Isabella would have burned the skip earlier, but hangs on to it and it pays off. But back to discard all again. We know Destiny has one. Which color? Oh, no, she doesn't go for it. Doesn't take the bait. Says, I'm not letting anyone go out early.
Nope, not at all. As now Dan left with the choice. Will do the draw 2 from MQ. He's down to Uno. And now with a blue, if he plays the 9, it's over.
It's the highest card. It makes the most sense. Dan does it. MQ finds it. The luck of the draw, the luck of your opponents.
How doing this?
He's done it again, up to 2 wins and likely near the top, if not at the top from a score perspective too, Courage. MQ, your prediction paying off. MQ on top.
How many games has MQ won where he just has the number that they play to drop? It's like the man is an absolute beast.
Usually that's a rhetorical question, one for us to ponder, but there's an exact number. It's 4 out of the 5 wins he's done this. It's been 3 ones.
Oh,
and
you
then that
literally
9.
knew.
I literally knew. 4 out of 5, Courage. That odds is crazy, right? You do the math on that. We're looking at crazy 80% of the time he's gotten the luck from his opponents.
Well, here we go. Already into the next game. I love the action here from the Uno Mobile Community Cup semifinals right now, as we see action already underway as Dan will go ahead and draw a card, and we're down to MQ just having 2 wilds and a 1 right away.
Looking really strong. The first wild being played. It's not a +4, though. Doesn't draw them out yet. Isabella hanging on. Dan's going to hang on. It gives MQ an opportunity, and he doesn't take it. MQ is not going to risk that Destiny could have gone out. Knew Destiny had maybe some yellows, didn't know how many, and doesn't play his. That is a bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off.
Okay, so he's going to get hit with the draw 4.
Uno.
He's going to stack.
He's going to play the draw 4. So now you've got to think, does Isabella play the draw 4? Isabella, if I'm Isabella, I play the draw 4 and give the win to MQ. Oh.
Can change it to something she does. Everybody else has yellow besides Isabella. It's a great spot. Doesn't bluff anything. Thinks likely there's some yellows or maybe greens or something out there. Just go to the cards I have now. Isabella's on Uno and only 2 points if it comes down to time. Here we go. It's going to reverse right back. Are you going to risk it? Yes. Doesn't have a green.
No green there. So now the draw will come through. Does top deck the discard all. This is also going to put Uno down for MQ. If another reverse is played, Destiny keeps calling their bluffs, Gojj.
Okay,
Nope,
he's set
nope.
up.
He is set up.
Job's not done.
Oh my gosh, these reverses.
Yeah, she had 3 of them she was able to burn. Destiny has somehow battled her way back into contention to potentially win this. Look at her point total. Oh, big discard all. Destiny's going to go to 2 cards, but one of them's an action card at 24 total points on the board. All action cards are 20 points. 40 seconds, but I think we're going to find somebody run out of cards here shortly.
Oh yeah, no, this one coming absolutely down to the wire. 5 now played. Dan has to draw. It's going to be Uno for Isabella. The 5 will be dropped, and now a draw will have to come in from Destiny.
Wait a minute. This could be a win here from MQ. We need top deck luck. We need no draws from the top, and we get it. MQ grabs the victory. The discard all goes all the way around the table, and MQ takes it all, wins at least an extra $500, makes it to the grand finals. Congratulations, MQ, yet again. The perfect play from an opponent. You set yourself up well, held on to the discard all, and it paid off. Katie, what a finish.
Yes, it did. MQ might be my favorite player so far. Is just willing to take these bold strategies and make these plays. With that yellow one, you said, surely you put that down. Decides not to, wants to throw everything for a loop. But let's look at how it played out. And really for MQ, Courage, it started with that first win especially, and a massive amount of points on top of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, he just knew exactly kind of what he needed to do. He kept having the final card that he needed, the number to play. And, you know, right now, if you're MQ, you're from New Jersey, you've driven on the turnpike, you've had your bacon, egg, and cheese. The last Jersey reference I'm going to make is that he's going to go down to the shore next summer with his winnings from this Uno Mobile tournament and have himself a nice vacation.
I like this. Can we get, I actually like the Jersey references, Gojj. I personally would like more.
Yeah, I've only been to Jersey one. I've only been to Jersey one time, so I don't know them all, but I respect the pull, especially MQ's dominance. I mean, he really has been put in the right position every single time, but he's been in the like when you're given some of those opportunities, it's whether or not you can actually grab hold of them. That's what determines whether or not you're a winner. A very strong competition thus far. Everyone's close, but MQ comes out on top yet again. And we got to talk about the point totals too, because you can see some of these wins come through that were so tiny, right? Everybody was low on cards, only 50, 70, 75 point victories across the board. So like you said, that 290 was massive. And here are the points. Isabella moving on as well, Katie.
Oh my goodness, 723. MQ, an amazing job. A small amount of points for the final win, but it doesn't matter because 3 is what you're looking for. MQ and Isabella have booked their tickets to the final, Courage, and oh, that's gotta feel good. Let's take a look at that bracket. There they are in the grand finals, but we gotta get Courage through semifinal 2 to see which 2 players will join them.
Oh, definitely. Jaja, Elizabeth, Romeo, and Alexis about to get started in semifinal B. Who will be joining our finalists? Reminder, you make it to the finals, you triple the amount of money you've earned for just making it into the semifinals already. So everyone here, they've already won $250. You make it top 2 in this group, 500 more just for playing some Uno Mobile on an afternoon. Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me, too. Let me know. Maybe I'll try and jump into these, but right now it's not about us. It's about everyone in chat because there is going to be a giveaway coming up soon. So make sure you have your eyes peeled and your fingers ready to type on your keyboards for that giveaway. Of course, we'll make sure to get to that as soon as we can. But you said it right. You start out with $250 by making it into the semifinals, and now you have the chance to triple that into the grand final with an opportunity, Gojj, for $5,000. A amazing trophy, and a wonderful handwritten note from Gojj himself.
Okay, well, apparently that's going to be added to the prize pool. We need to add that to the graphics going forward. Production will figure that out. But no, seriously, I've been so impressed with all of our players today and all the players that had to make it through. You know, looking back on the competition, even the people that made it to semifinals are going to be walking away with something. So I love to see that, of course, from Uno Mobile, making this all possible and doing a ton of giveaways in chat. It's just an overall team win. And I will say, this is kind of the beginning of Uno Mobile esports. And so when you think about the esports that we've been able to showcase, the skill we've been able to showcase over the last year, we had 8 monthly finals, we had a duos competition, all incredible competitions, all led to this place right here. All of our winners taken from our monthly finals, put into one tournament to show us who's going to be the Uno Mobile champion, Katie. It's going to be a blast to finish this thing out.
Well, you got to get through semifinal 2 first, which is about to begin. Only 2 players will get their way out. Courage, Gojj, take it away.
Whew. All right, Courage, my man, it is looking strong off the rip for Elizabeth. 3 wilds to start and a couple more across the board.
Yeah, an insane hand to kick off semifinals B. My chat looks like, for the most part, we've got people rooting for Gojj. I think it's mainly Gojj in the chat right now.
Okay.
Confirm for my stream. I want them to confirm it when the stream catches up. But already we're swapping it over to red. +6 over to Romeo. Big hand, and look, a frustrated Lily Pichu emote. That's a good one.
I love that we get to hear the voice pack as well. Lily actually recorded those. We put those in game. You can actually go get those at the store as well. But also, you need to vote right now who you think's going to win. Courage's chat is voting. You need to vote. You can vote in-app. It's that little TV. You'll see this icon pop up if you're watching down in the bottom right-hand corner of this screen. Click that icon. You can vote for who you think's going to win. Get 500 coins if you get it correct. So go do that ASAP. And looking at the competition here, take a look at Romeo. It goes blue. She's actually going to go all the way down to 2 cards, and they're both reverses.
Yeah, the double reverses is not going to be fun to try to play. The skip will completely cross over her, and Elizabeth is going to go for the risk, saying, you know what, let's play it, swap it on over, and going to make it yellow, trying to catch the opponents off guard. And
it might work.
It might work, Gojj. It might work.
It depends on what Alexis does here. Is going to stack to 8 and keeps it green. Everybody needs green, and they don't know that Elizabeth also needs green. A free and away victory for Elizabeth. A strong win, but a crazy one. I cannot believe she bluffed it, and it paid off. Goes yellow, Courage. And so they said, well, we got to get it off yellow, and we need green. So let's take the bait. Elizabeth with the first major successful bluff of the tourney.
That's the mental plays that are going to put you into the grand finals. Again, a decision like that could be a $500 play with thousands of more potentially in the grand finals as we get already into game 2 of semifinals B. Here we go. Every player with a draw 4 Gojj to start the game.
And Elizabeth's already down to 2 cards, one of which is a +4 wild. If they keep it yellow here, people continue to take the bait that, oh, she's not that dangerous yet. She could get away with it. Now, I do...
No way!
Oh, what?
No way!
We don't play them! We don't play the discard alls! Gets down to Uno, gets to a +4 wild. It doesn't matter what they do.
No way!
All over. Elizabeth, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 2 up, 2 down, Courage. She's done and dusted, and that was a big one.
What was that? Someone give me the timer.
That was the fastest
25 seconds?
Something like that, yeah.
Elizabeth, not even here to mess around, saying, yeah, you know, I've got dinner reservations later. let me get through this semifinal and final real quick. Up 2-0 already, Gojj.
Yeah, a massive victory. I hope it's a nice restaurant. Might be able to walk away with a sizable amount of cash. Could spend it maybe at dinner. But here we go. Discard all so strong, and Elizabeth had one early. It matched up with the rest of her cards, put her down to low numbers, and nobody acted fast enough to force the +4 out. So was able to hold on to it. So that timer, a huge factor in these tournaments. It's just a matter of when do you burn your wilds comparatively to the cards on the table and how much time is left.
You know, right now, Elizabeth already at 2.
Uno.
That's an Uno.
Whoa.
From the discard all, they know she does not have any blues, so they're going to have to keep that in mind for Gojj.
Romeo could skip.
Romeo should skip. Romeo should skip. Romeo should skip. There we go. Nice. That's going to force a draw. And the +2.
It actually stack. It comes back to bite Gojj or Romeo from the skip that she was listening to you, but unfortunately, top deck draws are supreme. And yet again, that's another top deck. Will Elizabeth play? Not yet. Gonna hold on to it. Somebody's got to do something about Gojj.
They know Gojj doesn't have blue. Keep it blue. Keep it blue.
Yellow.
Okay, it's a draw though, so we're okay.
Okay.
Almost bad. It's gonna go up for the challenge. I don't
my
mind
gosh.
the take here. Gojj draws 6, hoping for a discard all. Only gets 1 on yellow. Not too helpful.
What is Elizabeth gonna do? Elizabeth's still sitting here, decides to finally play. The draw 4 says, you know what? Now's my opportunity. There will be a draw from Alexis too, and if it stays green, oh, the skip comes in.
Discard alls are dangerous this late into the game. Gets away with it, though. Gojj will go through 2. As it goes yellow, Elizabeth needs a big top deck.
That's a smart play by Gojj. And that's going to put it to yellow, which is what Alexis needs. And no one has anything that can switch colors except that. The number. Elizabeth down to just one card. Will it stay green? Will it stay green? Ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth sweeps semifinals B. Gojj, good luck doing the math, because I'm too dumb to do so.
I was blown away by the plays from Elizabeth, and to hold on to the +2, an action card with 60 seconds left. A lot of trust there, was trying to sway off any sort of attacks from another +2, maybe from Gojj, but it didn't matter. It just stayed green. No one did anything about it. And Katie, when it comes to the math, there's a lot that needs to happen behind the scenes.
I'm speechless. Gojj, I've done a lot of these community cups with you. I've never once seen someone sweep. Not in a group, not in a semi, not in a grand final. And Elizabeth, look, stretched.
Insane.
Shook it out, sat down, and said, today is the day of the 3-0 sweep.
The other players in that group must just be like, did that just happen? Like they were probably
how I feel.
Hyped for this semifinals, and just like that, it's done.
Well, while we're taking a look at these replays, Katie, I want to break down how this is going to work. Because Elizabeth dropped 3 wins, obviously moving on to the finals. That's 3 wins worth $500, by the way, combined. A huge victory. Going to be the grand finals. The next player, there's nobody with wins, so it goes to hand score. None of them have any score. They haven't won. So it comes down to how many points did you have in your hand between those 3 wins, and you want the lowest number. You want the fewest cards and the lowest point value. So we'll let the admins do the math. As we look back, Katie, here on the replays, Discord reigned supreme, but Elizabeth just dominated.
Just dominated. And Gojj, there was a moment there sitting on that yellow 5, and it just didn't come together. But it is that green +2 that gets it done. Elizabeth, ooh! If that doesn't get your confidence up and double your money, triple your money even, I don't know what will. Look at that, though. Look at that. Gojj, Elizabeth, 507 score, 3 wins, but it's zeros across the board. Alexis in second.
Alexis in second shown. I want to double check with production that this is correct because, and I'm getting word, yeah, don't worry. Production's on top of it. Alexis moves forward with the lowest score between the 3 rounds, between the 3 hands. Alexis had less than, I believe, 100 points. That was less than anybody else in the game. So she will be moving on, even though it showed 0 for her scores because she never won. It was the amount of points she had in her hand between those 3 rounds that pushed her to the finish line. Talk about tiny margins here, Courage. Just having the fewest amount of points without even getting a win gave Alexis at least an extra $500.
No, that was one of the most impressive things I've seen in a long time. And now you see the journey these players have taken from playing and competing against thousands to make it into their monthly cups, to win or be runner-up there, to then make it into this stacked annual grand finals, to go through their groups, to go through semifinals. We're down to just 4 players. MQ, Isabella, Elizabeth, and Alexis. Winner walks away with $5,000.
Wow, there is money, glory, trophies. I mean, so much on the line. And I still can't stop thinking about Elizabeth and how dominant that semifinal was to get treated to the first 3-0 that I've ever seen in these community cups. Gojj, I'm not sure if there's previous ones, but my goodness, what an electric way to finish that semifinal. And to be honest, what a wonderful time to see something like that in the finals of the first ever Uno Mobile Community Cup Series.
Yeah, the big question in my mind, Katie, is she the front runner go again? Is she going to be the player that takes down MQ? Only time will tell. We are nearing the finals, folks. We've got a couple amazing things in store for you, but before we do that, I gotta remind you, you've got to download Uno Mobile if you haven't already. I know we've got a lot of new folks in the chat. This has been a blast of a tournament. You can actually participate in this tournament next year. I'll tell you more about that at the end of the show, but you can participate in in-game qualifiers by downloading Uno Mobile for free in the iOS or Android Google Play Store. And if you've been loving the Lily Pichu emojis, the voice pack, the Community Cup backgrounds, you can go check those out and get them yourself, even if you don't win in our giveaways, in that store link I've been telling you about. It's in the chat. The moderators got it for you. It's in the description, but I'll say it out loud one more time for you. It's store.mattel163 Bedford.com/Uno. There's that link. Go type it in. Go check out everything in the store. There's some deals in the store as well. You can only get a few exclusive things in that store online rather than having to load into the app. Now, I talked about the Lily Pichu emojis for a couple different reasons, and one of those is because we got some more winners from you all that were able to spam your IDs in chat. Here you go. Gabby, Yum Yum, congratulations. You're going to be able to use that GG emoji from Lily Pichu by just typing your ID in chat. It's as simple as that. Congratulations. And then Noah, congratulations. You'll be able to join some of our competitors by having that Community Cup background for free just by spamming your ID. Congratulations to all of our winners. We'll have a couple more coming down the line. But I said there was a reason that we were talking about these Lily Pichu emojis. First and foremost, they've been in store. They were in store a while back, got taken out of store, but they were requested to come back because they're so beautiful. She actually handmade these, which is incredibly impressive. And because of that, and because of her prowess in the All-Star tournament last summer that I believe, Courage, you might have played in, we wanted to bring Lily Pichu, our special guest of the tournament, into the broadcast booth here and have a chat with Lily. So first and foremost, Lily, I just wanted to welcome you into the broadcast. How are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Hello. I'm good.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. We're having a blast in the booth. We only have a couple questions for you, but first, I just wanted to say thanks for joining us. And here's my question: do you have your Uno gold card, your Uno Mobile gold card that you won? Because you're a champion from Uno Mobile in the past last summer. So talk to me about that victory. And did you end up melting it down and drinking it like you said you would?
Right, I did say I was gonna melt it down and drink it into a juice. No, I did not. It's still sitting on my TV I think it's downstairs.
Showing it off to the guests that come in. I respect it.
Yeah, just to not everyone can be an Uno champion. So I thought melting it was very well, it's a waste, right?
Yeah.
True. No, it totally is. Lily, I've been eyeing your emotes and being very, very envious of the fact that you have them. You are a previous Uno champion, as Gojj mentioned. We're about to be in the grand finals. Any strategic tips or anything along those lines that you're thinking, they could be using to their advantage in this grand finals? Any words of advice, maybe?
Oh, yes, totally. Let me just tap into my endless wisdom. Yeah, so one of my advice is just pray really hard before you draw a card that you get good cards.
Okay.
Yeah, I respect that, honestly.
That's it.
I like this. I like that. You know what? That is good wisdom. And I know that all of our Final Four contestants, they will take that to heart and channel it for the grand final. But Lily, I want to know, with your voice and your emoji being embedded into Uno Mobile, we've seen it throughout the tournament here today. Do you have a favorite voice line, a favorite emoji of yours from the pack?
I like GG because you can kind of say it before you win. And it kind of tilts them, right?
I've seen the GG used.
Yeah, I did see people using it, which is really cool.
That's a great shout. I think people use GG in a good way and a bad way, so it has multi-purpose, which is the best part about it. Look, we've got a couple more questions for you, Lily. I will kind of keep along that same strain of the emojis. Talk to me a little bit about that process. I know you're an artist in a number of ways, actually. I think you've done some music. You obviously do your own art. So talk to me about the process of actually making those emojis and what that was like.
Oh, it was really fun. Back then I had red hair, right? So I could make all my emojis with red hair, which is super fun to color and stuff. It was just fun thinking of different faces, and I could also do a voice line for each emote, which is also really cool. Yeah, it was just fun.
I have a question. Lily,
What's up?
if you had to beat one friend of yours in Uno Mobile because you knew they were bad.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I didn't even finish the question. Okay. Wow. All right. That's.
He's just not that great at games sometimes, and I think beating him is just really fun. I think I can beat him in Uno 1000%. It's not even a question. The reason I'm not doing it on stream is because I don't want to embarrass him too much, right? He's not even here to defend himself. Sorry, I should stop.
You know what's wild? He is watch partying this. So if he's paying attention to the broadcast, you just exposed him on his own stream. He's getting roasted. I mean, this is your time to continue to throw down the gauntlet.
I just think it'd be, it'd be easy. It'd be too easy maybe, so maybe I wouldn't verse him. I'm so sorry, Blau, if you're watching. You're a great gamer. I'm sure you can be an Uno champion one day and win a gold card yourself.
There is so much sarcasm in that voice.
No, I'm being so genuine right now. You got this, Blau. Draw 4.
That is amazing. I love the trash talk. Lily, we want you to have a great watch party for the rest of the show. You're going to have a chance to watch the grand finals. So we've got 4 players left, all right? So I want you to just, even if it's a wild guess, I want you to make a wild guess and potentially give them some good luck. We've got 4 players. We've got MQ, we've got Isabella, we've got Elizabeth, and we've got Alexis is Hannah. Which do you think will win going into the grand finals?
Isabella. She has a really pretty name.
A pretty name and
it.
Dominant skills, by the way. Lily Pichu, thanks for joining us in the booth. We hope you have a great rest of the night. I'm sure you're going to have a blast finishing out this show with us on your watch party. Any final words for us?
I'm going to have to watch this with Blau, so I'm kind of preparing myself right now.
Well, good luck with that. We wish you the best. And
Thank you.
I guess in your words, GG, have fun.
GG, have fun.
Amazing. Well, hey, that was Lily Pichu. If you didn't watch the show last summer, Courage was a part of it. We had Ludwig, we had Cutie Cinderella, we had a lot of amazing folks a part of the show. Lily Pichu ended up winning that and won a solid gold, literally, Uno mobile card, a physical card though that represented Uno. So a very, very cool moment for Lily Pichu to join us in the booth. And again, you can get her emojis, that voice pack she's been talking about, in the store.mattel163.com/Uno. And look, we got to reward you all for watching the show as per the usual. I've got another gift code. You've been asking for it. You've been spamming the chat for it. I respect it. But here's your code. Hit that cogwheel. Head down to gift code. Type in Uno Tournament, the number 4, and you, all one word. Hit the redeem button and you get 1,000 coins, 15 diamonds, an 8x shield, and that golden scratch ticket. You got to get your hands on this one. The rewards just keep bumping up, Katie.
They just keep bumping up and they are not done with yet. Speaking of, Gojj teased it. We've got giveaways on the horizon as well. We've been doing them throughout the finals because we want you, everyone in chat, to have a chance to win alongside the folks competing today. But I want to take a little bit of a step back for a minute and go back to where we began, Courage, and remind everyone of what these players are playing for.
Yeah, let's set the stage for these grand finals that are about to be underway, folks. If you are just tuning in for this momentous occasion, we've gone from 16 players down to just 4. Those who made it to the semifinals and placed bottom 2 in their semifinals, well, they finished top 8, 5th through 8th. They walk away with $250. But now, in our grand finals, $750 for 3rd, 4th, all the way up to $5,000 for first, the bragging rights of being the first ever 2023 Uno Mobile Community Cup champion, annual Community Cup champion. And finally, Gojj, something else that they can maybe put behind them in their setup.
Look, we talked about it before. It's been in my background every single time we've tuned in. We've got the Uno Mobile Community Cup Champion Trophy. Had a chance to get some video of it to show it off a little bit. Some lights, some sparkles, some gold. It looks awesome. You're going to want to get your hands on it. It's pretty dang big. I'd love if production, throw me up on the big screen. This thing's large. Like, the video doesn't even really do it justice. Look at my hand. This is my hand size. Right? It's big. I mean, you're going to be lifting this trophy above your head. It's kind of a little depth perception here, but it's awesome, and I'm really excited to ship that out to whoever wins this. But you're right. A lot of money on the line, a trophy on the line, and even just making it here, you're walking away with $750, which is more than maybe some of these players even earned in the monthly finals. Katie, it's about to be time.
It is almost time. It is the money. It is the trophy, the glory, the prestige, the first ever Uno Mobile Community Cup 2023 final champion will be crowned in the next few matches. The grand final begins now.
Here we go. Take it.
Can I do something really quick, Gojj?
Absolutely, always.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Uno Mobile Community Cup Grand Finals starts right now.
Green.
Here we go. Clip it and ship it. It's time. That was perfect with a little bit of the voice line behind you, Courage. Man, this has been such a fun tournament. And here is the ultimate moment, the final moment, a chance to crown the champion. But we're just getting underway. Again, same rules apply. First to 3 wins. So everybody can take a collective breath as we get into it here, as MQ is set up near flawlessly to take it away if Alexis doesn't play that +4 wild.
Oh, and immediately this is going to put MQ down to Uno. Now, here's the question. Does Alexis wind up playing the draw 4? Or does she play a red because she's got the opportunity? She might go with the skip. Oh, she will reverse, but that works out better for MQ.
It's actually a perfect... Oh, I'm so surprised Elizabeth didn't spin it back the other way with the reverse. I was going to say it's perfect, but it's not. It is perfect for MQ. It could have been a chance to ward off the attack, but MQ takes it all in a quick succession. We're already 1 game down, and MQ's on top. Wow, what a sequence.
That quick. And remember, second place gets $2,500. So even if someone else now wins 3 in a row, MQ just made himself another $1,750 potentially just from that 30-second game. As quick as it goes right there in game number 1 of our grand finals, Gojj. MQ on the board first with winning game number 1.
It's a great shout. Every single game you win could be thousands of dollars going in your pocket. MQ might have just solidified himself with... Oh my God! He starts with 3 wild cards, and 2 of them are +4 wilds. Folks at home, if you haven't had a chance to vote, I suggest voting for MQ. The time is running out. You've got to vote and there's only a couple minutes. 3 wilds, and he doesn't have to burn one yet.
And Gojj, he just drew a card. Instead of playing his wilds, he's playing mind games already, trying to make his opponents think he doesn't have anything great in his hand.
Here we go. Out of greens, can play a normal wild here, and Alexis to finally do it. Needs to get it to yellow and needs to keep it yellow. The problem is nobody else has any after Alexis.
What does Elizabeth do? She does decide to play her wild. She's done that many times. That's how it helped her in the semifinal B, as we saw earlier on. Gonna swap it back over to red. Will we see a draw 4 right now from MQ? He will, to bring it back to yellow. He also knows Elizabeth must not have any yellows because she played the wild earlier to get away from yellow. So if you're MQ right now, you're feeling pretty good in this game. It's reversed back to him.
Huge reverse, gets him down to 2 cards, and he's out of yellow. So even when they'd elect to change it, if they can, he has a chance to still go down to 1 card. Here's the big question mark. If it's not changed here, does MQ play the +4 wild after Alexis's turn or draw?
He's done it in the past. Now, will he go with the color is the bigger question. Okay, he's trying to bluff. He's trying to bluff. He knows Elizabeth does not have yellow still, so he's continuing to keep the pressure on the next lowest player because, again, time is now beginning to dwindle down, and he's honestly fine with getting skipped there, I'm sure, Gojj. He doesn't want to draw another card. There, now he finally does.
Yeah, that's a great shout, though. It was actually totally okay for him. The more time that runs out, the better position he's in. The problem is now everybody else dropping their action cards and dropping down to lower values. But luckily has... Oh, this is a nice play. Could go ahead and get the reverse out. It's going to be reverse back. He's going to be on Uno, and it's going to be a 6. That's not a bad day in the office. The problem is Alexis is on 5.
But thankfully for Elizabeth, she does have to draw a card.
Oh,
now it's reversed. This is going to be a draw 2.
Draw 2.
Oh,
not a good draw either.
Not a good draw at all. Alexis will have to draw. Elizabeth will have to draw. People are drawing so fast. This game looks like it could be Isabella taking her time, plays the 8. I think Isabella has this.
I think Alexis was able to finally change it to blue, but it's got to get all the way back around. What she doesn't know, MQ's going to make her draw. This is what's going to matter. A 9! Can he get enough cards down? But it goes to yellow. She can play it. Isabella's going to win this. I don't think there's anything else that can happen. She's got a 0. She's got a 5. Isabella does not get rid of her cards, but wins with 0 points in her hand because all she had was that 0. Those last 20 seconds get so chaotic. And the fact that Isabella was able to crawl back into that after having a ton of cards was just a testament to how kind of wild and unpredictable these games can be.
You've got to do a lot of math and a lot of strategic thinking and split-second decisions right there to know what card am I playing, what am I drawing, waiting out your turn, trying to keep track of the other cards left in the game. It is insane how down to the wire that just was.
All right, Elizabeth looking really strong, having almost exactly the same start that MQ had that actually didn't end up netting him a victory. 3 wilds, 2 +4s. MQ with not a single one to his name. But he's still technically in the lead on the tiebreaker, so he's feeling pretty good even if somebody else grabs a victory.
Yep. This is looking really good right now for Elizabeth. Because you got to remember, even though Alexis might play the draw 4, she can stack it and she can burn a stack early on. She might even do that right now.
Yeah, Elizabeth,
she will
throw it down. That's going to be +6 to Isabella.
Draw cards.
Now, you got to think, is MQ going to reverse this right now to get rid of the action card? He will. He does not hold on to his action cards for very long. He's shown that game in and game out. We've already gone down to 0 minutes left on the clock, so you might as well expect it with this group with how they're playing.
Yeah, this is the top of the top, the cream of the crop when it comes to the monthly finals. They've all won or been runner-ups. You can see it on their badges. MQ, Isabella, previous winners, Elizabeth, Alexis, runners-up, and a chance to take it here. Elizabeth looking so good to finish this thing out, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Almost nothing that can happen besides delaying the inevitable with the potential reverse that she won't even be able to play. Elizabeth gets one on the board. That's 3 different winners. 3 people with a win on the board, a chance to win it all.
This grand finals is living up to the hype so far. We've seen a very fast game 1, a long distance game 2, and now a game 3, a perfect little middle ground, showing that, guess what? We've got it all in store for this grand final. Who will come out on top and win the $5,000? We're going to find out real soon, Gojj.
Here we go. And I think another thing to think about here is getting a win now is massive for your chances to, at the very least, walk away with $2,500, right? I'm sure that's what MQ was thinking before when he got the first win, and now he's got a chance to put himself at the top and at least kind of ensure he's going to walk away with a ton of cash. Again, still walking away with $750 no matter what, but once that $2,500 or all too coveted $5,000 at the top. Looking at the decks here, Alexis might be actually looking the strongest if it does go to yellow, but unfortunately it doesn't. Goes green, which won't help too many people.
Yeah, it might be a skip here from Isabella, which will immediately force Alexis into drawing and gets a red, which is not a fun card to get, as it looks like we will swap on over to blue. MQ will draw, does top deck the 7. Isabella should play that. There you go. The 9 should be played here. Nicely done.
Wow.
Draw 4 for Alexis. That could be her closer now, so she's got a path to victory here, Gojj.
Yes, hanging on to it right now, which I think is a smart move. We're only 50 seconds or so into this round. You've got time to work with. Don't burn it too early. It will force the other ones out. If the same flow of play continues, Alexis can force MQs out early, and she needs to do it soon, or MQ's going to get down to Uno with a +4 wild.
And now people know that there are no greens in the hand of Elizabeth from that last turn. MQ again with the top deck. Immediately plays the skip. Trying to figure out a way to get on over to yellow. 0 will not be able to be played by Alexis, so this will be a draw. He's got a ton of these yellow +2s right now in hand, but now finally might have a chance to play some heroes. This should be a discard all. Yep, now probably going to see a draw 2 played as he's trying to get rid of those action cards and keep the score low.
Yellow.
And Alexis does not want to draw any cards. Only a minute 25, so 6 going to Elizabeth. Isabella poised to potentially win, but can't play her 1 card and still hangs on to the +4 wild. Wow. A bold strategy. We'll see if it ends up paying off.
Is it a skip here?
The discard all. Oh, the skip goes through. MQ's going to win because Isabella didn't play the +4 wild. MQ's got this in the bag. I don't think there's anything that anyone can do. He's going to go to 2 wins.
There's just no way. There's just no way. Isabella has got to play the draw 4.
Wow.
And MQ's sitting there going, I am 1 game away from $5,000. MQ now on match point. Not only match point, MQ on tournament point here, Gojj.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. He's set himself up well to at least win $2,500 and a chance to win $5K right here, right now in this map. Match point, tourney point, MQ all the way. From the first prediction when you just saw his name and where he was from, Courage, you've got some special juju you're bringing to the broadcast, and I'm liking it.
Hey, listen, Jersey, we know we're strong, baby, and just as strong as having 2 draw 4s in hand, as multiple players do in this game. He's down to just 5 cards using the discard all. And now he's going to discard all the green.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to be able to draw 4 over to a red, most likely.
Do you burn it now?
But now if you do that, you're going to give away, you probably have another. He's going to do it. Gojj, he is trying to slam the door shut. The only thing that can truly harm him right now is if we have a reverse and then Isabella. But now actually, the draw 4
It'll be stacked, so it's just a matter of who plays it first, who saves it, who doesn't. If Isabella plays her, that is going to be the signal flare to MQ that he's safe to play his and likely will assure a potential victory here. He's continuing to play patient when he needs to. It's working out well.
Isabella down to just 3 cards now, too, with a draw 4 in hand.
Still waiting.
Reverse.
Okay.
Reverse.
This is another draw, so they know exactly what colors MQ has right now. They know he's got to be favoring red. Will Isabella draw? No, she's going to immediately throw it down, put in the blue, and now MQ at least has a way to stop her.
That's right. So that's a huge boon. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, it looks good, but MQ says no. I'm not giving her a chance right now. I'm going to go ahead and draw 4. That's going to force her to draw, which will at least make the game a bit more obvious from how it's going to need to be played from here on out.
What's wild is the draw she actually had is not bad at all. Is going to be able to get rid of that if it goes red quickly and a discard all. If MQ can't play here, she's going to go back to 3. And one of those is a wild card. She's almost in the identical place she was a moment ago as everybody else is trying to catch up. We need some top deck left. We're not getting it. This might not be over. Not yet.
No, not yet at all. MQ's top decks have been very, very bad so far this game. 1 minute left now. Will we go to a score at the end of this one? Swapped on over to green. It's going to force another draw from Alexis. She gets the skip. That's going to force Isabella to draw. Does she top deck? No, she does not. Reverse back. Another draw for Isabella. Elizabeth playing these action cards quite well, keeping herself in this one. She's gone from what, 14 cards down to just 7?
That's right. Still an opportunity. Anybody's game. It's going to come down to who has action cards and who doesn't. Isabella technically the lowest point value shown and able to play. Only 7 points showing with 3 cards. I'm not sure anybody's going to be able to catch up. And it goes to blue. It's going to let her trim it down even further. We're running out of daylight, and we're giving her more. Isabella's going to be out Uno with a 0 in hand. Something dramatic has to happen, and it has to happen now. Isabella burning time, trying to force this out. This will be the deciding factor. What will she draw?
9.
A 4 she can play. A 4 she can play. Isabella takes it. No questions asked. 0 points on the board. That's Isabella's second win. She's going to be joining MQ at the top.
We have ourselves 2 players now on tournament point, Gojj. This is going to go down to the wire. Oh my goodness. Just imagine now if Elizabeth wins 1 and sets them up with 3 of them at 2. This could be absolutely crazy. The Uno Mobile Community Cup Annual Grand Finals here is absolutely living up to the hype. MQ, you got to clutch up now. I called him at the start of the day, Gojj, as my guy to watch. Does he have the clutch sheet? I said you can't teach it.
Can't
He's had
teach
it
it
so far.
The
You just
question
got to
is,
have it.
what does he get at the start? A pretty solid hand. Nothing to necessarily write home about, but a solid one nonetheless.
Yeah.
Especially if he goes back to red, he can get involved. And Isabella with a crazy draw off top. She elects not to play it. If she plays that, think about that later. If she plays that, she forces MQs out early. If MQs wins this with a +4 wild, that might be the deciding factor, but we'll see. Here we go.
Gojj, that's like a $5,000 card draw right there. That draw 4, because now she's down to just 4 cards. 2 of them. Now she's down to just 3 cards, and 2 of them are draw 4s.
MQ. Wait, look at Elizabeth. Look at Elizabeth.
Red.
It goes to red. Elizabeth out of nowhere.
My gosh!
Joins them at the top. We've got 3 players on match point, on tournament point, on Uno Mobile Esports 2023 point courage. It is going to be a fight till the very last card, and the only person not there is Alexis Hannah.
Make your prediction now. 3 players at 2. Will Alexis get on the board, or will one of the 3 at 2 take it home? This could be tournament point. This could be it. 3 of our players, if they win this next game, one of them will walk away the champion.
Here we go. It's getting started. Elizabeth down at the bottom with 2 wild cards, and already MQ's on 3 cards with a wild card. The only person with a +4 wild is Alexis Hannah.
Oh my gosh. My heart is racing right now as the reverse comes in. That's going to be a great, if this 9 gets played, this is great. Oh, it stays green, forcing Alexis to draw. That is tough. She is not happy about that one at all. MQ going to drop the wild right down. He's trying to keep these cards low.
quick glance, Courage, down at the scores down below. MQ winning the tiebreaker, or second place in the tiebreaker, to be very clear. Elizabeth winning the tiebreaker by a dominating fashion, but he's on Uno. This could be what he needs to win it all. He will not win 2,500 if anyone besides Elizabeth or himself wins it here.
I mean, you've got to play Alexis has got to be thinking, like, I have to play the draw 4 to keep the tournament going, right?
She can't play a green, so he can't challenge it. I think you have to play it here. She thinks about it all the way down to the final second.
You had to. At this point, it's like, again, it's less of strategy for you. It's more of the tournament staying alive as the draw 6 comes in. Isabella now, what card is she going to play? She's going to play the draw 4. Drops it down to a green. Again, knowing Alexis does not have a green. That's going to force her to draw yet again.
Yeah, nobody's got a green. And now Elizabeth finally gets some, and Isabella has some. They're able to kind of play back and forth. MQ and Alexis have to drop it. MQ is in a position to go out technically in a couple turns here if he can get a discard all that's yellow. But there's so many on the board. Everybody's burning their greens. Now there's not a single one on the table.
Oh, the top deck green. And MQ's going to have to draw. 1 minute left. He's got 137 score.
He's got to discard all in every color, though. If it stays discard alls around the board or plays a color he can play, he's got a chance.
Reverse.
48 seconds in counting. Isabella on Uno. What is going to happen? MQ could get there. A big play from MQ. Gets the 2 cards. It's into yellow. Can Isabella? She gets it. The discard all. Isabella takes it all. Isabella is your Uno Mobile Community Cup 2023 champion. Isabella, out of left field, wins it all with the top deck discard all. Unbelievable finish.
Oh my goodness, folks. Have you ever top decked a $5,000 card in Uno before? No is the answer, as Isabella is your champion. What a play, Katie. My mind is blown.
I want to bring us back to a little something that Lily Pichu said to us before we came to this. We asked, who do you think is going to take it? And said Isabella. And that's exactly what Isabella did. A $5,000 top deck said discard all. Don't mind if I do. Slap that down. See you later. Gojj, something that I noticed. MQ was almost about to repeat the pattern as we take a look at these replays. But for the first 6 rounds, it went MQ win, Isabella win, Elizabeth win. MQ win, Isabella win, Elizabeth win. And MQ almost had it, but oh, what a play that was out of Isabella. My goodness.
A wild finish to a wild tournament, to a wild grand finals. We saw the limits of the unpredictable fun in the grand finals and Courage. Look, MQ didn't come out on top, but had a great tourney. It was Isabella. Lily Pichu called it, and the advice was get lucky, and it certainly was that. A lot of skill to get to that moment, but in the final moment, got the luck to grab that discard all. Unbelievable.
The script writers for the Uno Mobile finals need a bonus for how perfect that played out, because the fact that there was so much skill and strategy that went in, and you also have to remember, if I'm not mistaken, she was on the bottom of the tiebreakers, so she needed that win to win the bonus, the money for at least second, and then obviously first. The fact that she top decks the discard all to slam the door shut. Imagine if this was a live crowd, that place would have erupted.
Yeah, I totally agree. And those are those final moments here in our replays. You can see the discard alls, the fact that MQ was so close with the draw of the discard alls in the final moment. Here it is. Look at this. Discard all being played. MQ is just a breath away from the victory. But the top deck discard all from Isabella closes it out. Here are the final scores. And this is the best part about Uno Mobile and the format we have. It comes down to wins and wins alone. It doesn't matter how much you win by. It comes down to wins at the end of the day. Isabella, the lowest score, even after 3, Katie, still wins it all, with Elizabeth winning the tiebreaker and taking home the 2,500.
That is icy. I love the discard all mechanic in these community cups. I love that it's that top deck draw. And you said it, that 251 score doesn't matter if you get all the wins you need. Here is the bracket as it played out, coming all the way from Group D, taking runner up into the semifinals. Again in second place, and said, just hold on, let me cook, because I'm going to take it in the grand final.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Unbelievable finish. And shout out to IpQ, an incredible performance, and Alexis Hannah. You made it. You made it to the finish line, and you still won $750. Courage, take me through the prizing one more time. We're going to see their faces next to it.
And there we have it. Your Community Cup 2023 USA and Canada winners. From top 8 to 5th, we've got Destiny, Romeo, Jaja, and Dan. In 4th, Alexis. In 3rd, MQ. 2nd, Elizabeth, who had that monstrous performance in our semifinals. But in the end, our champion, Isabella, $5,000, the trophy, and the bragging rights for being the winner.
Yeah, and Katie, I am just blown away by the skill that's been put on display today. We talk about Uno Mobile and the esports culture that we've built up, the community that we've built up kind of within all of these tournaments over the past year, the debut last December, and even the summer, All-Stars tournament that Courage was a part of. Like, it's been all building up to this, and a huge congratulations again to our winner, Katie.
A huge congratulations, and what a feeling that's got to be on top of it, Gojj. I mean, not only have you triumphed, all of that potential nerves, jitters, we talked about it, even Courage at the very beginning. Just, can you calm down? Can you seize the moment? Can you be the first grand final Uno Community Cup winner? And you can indeed. And what a moment it was for Isabella and all the other players here. Because what we know, Gojj, is, again, it wasn't just these 16 players that you had to take down. Thousands and thousands of people had to be defeated to get to this point.
That's a great shout. And look, our winners on the screen that we've shown already have won a lot of cash, and you at home have been winning a lot along the day, and it's time for more of you to win. We're going to be giving away more winners this time around, by the way, so lock in, get ready. Your time starts now. Drop your Uno Mobile ID number in chat now for a chance to win. 13-digit number that you need to drop in chat now. The timer, that 2-minute timer that we talked about, it's starting right this second, so type it in as fast as possible. I'll say live when it is done, so you know when to stop, and the moderators will help you with it. A great day in the office here and for Uno Mobile Esports, but we want to reward you just for tuning into the broadcast. And Katie, I am getting word here that here shortly, not yet, but shortly, we're going to actually have a chance to interview Isabella, which I think will be a lot of fun.
I couldn't agree more. We got to talk to the champion themselves up in the booth, but we're not there, as you said, just yet. We still got a little bit to get through, but I cannot wait to hear once we get all of those answers. And look, Courage, I know you got to be excited too. I know you got questions to ask.
Listen, anytime a champion can speak to a fellow champion is something that most people can't even comprehend. So we might use terms that you don't understand, Gojj, but just know it's
man.
What champions talk about with each other.
Sure. Yeah, I have 0 championships under my belt, and so one of these days I'm going to let you all take over the broadcast. I'm going to enter myself, try to weed through these thousands of entrants through the in-game qualifiers. I'll remind everybody at home, I think this is a good moment to try to just brush that comment off. You need to go download Uno Mobile for free right now in the iOS or Android Google Play Store, because next year, 2024, Uno Mobile Esports is going to be back. The Community Cup is going to be back, and all of our qualifiers are going to be happening in-game, okay? So if you want a chance to qualify for the monthly finals and then potentially win it all or get runner-up and make it here, you got to download the game to do that, and you need to follow Uno Mobile on all major socials. Probably you have at this point if you've been watching the live streams, but there's more competitions that happen in that Discord or some of our giveaways that have been happening on Twitter, Facebook, or otherwise. So a lot of different ways to earn rewards and a lot of different ways to meet the community as well. A huge moment for you to get involved because 2024 is right around the corner, and we've got a lot more in store for the Uno Mobile Esports community. And I think it's time, before we bring in this interview, too, I do want to bring back this kind of note about the community because, Courage, you've got a chance to see this now for the first time. Katie, you've been around now for a little while. And what I love about the Uno Mobile community is that Uno Mobile is quite literally for everyone. It is for the people at home that have day jobs, the people that work from home, the people that play Uno Mobile from their offices, young, old, anyone in between. It doesn't matter who you are. Uno Mobile is for you. And that's what makes this so fun, Jack.
No, definitely. I mean, that's what such a special experience of what today was. My chat couldn't stop saying how much fun they were having. A lot of them, this was their first ever time watching Uno Mobile esports or competition. And I know a lot of them just went on to download the game because they wanted to play themselves. That's the beauty of it. You hop online, you see how you fare. Guess what? You could be a lucky day away from making it into, the finals of your month and then potentially doing well there and making it to the grand finals tournament and earning yourself some money.
But I think, Gojj, you really encapsulated it so well. How much fun Uno Mobile, these tournaments have been, and the community. How many times have we interviewed a winner who has told us about how amazing the Uno Mobile community is, whether in the Discord, in chat, the friends they've made. It's just really, really something special from Uno Mobile. But Gojj, I do believe it may be time for you to welcome in our winner.
Amazing. We have Isabella, camera and all. Isabella, congratulations. A huge round of applause from us. I've just got to ask you the simple question. How are you feeling right now?
I am all sorts of emotions right now. I am just in complete shock, I think. That was a lot of fun. It was really stressful at the end there. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but man, that was such a good game.
Isabella, question. Congratulations. Two, I have two questions for you. One, what type of preparation did you have for the grand finals? And two, be honest with us, did you play or did your cat that I just saw in the background play and they're the real champion?
Shoot, that's my secret. Don't tell anyone.
Sorry.
No, I did practice, but again, I was just like, you know what? This is just for fun. Like, I can't believe I actually got here and was able to compete in the championship. So for me, I felt like I had already won. I had my family here watching on YouTube, live streaming it, and I could hear them, cheering me on in the other room. And I think that really motivated me.
That kind of motivation and wholesomeness is exactly what I was talking about before we jumped into this interview. And it really just warms my heart. I don't know how it couldn't, but I would love to know. I mean, you are the Uno Mobile Esports champion. Did you think that you would be in this moment? And how confident were you going into these final matches?
Did I think I was going to be in this moment? No, definitely not. How confident was I? You know what? I thought maybe I had a 50-50 shot of making it to the grand finale round. And when I got there, it was like, wow, this is actually happening. And I was up against some really tough players. So I just want to say congratulations to them as well. And they played awesome.
We love to hear all of the love for the community and the players. And Isabel, you're right. Everybody played fantastic. But at the end of the day, it was you at the finals. It was you at the final straw. It is you going to be lifting the trophy. This one, actually right behind me, that I'll be sending you. So we'll figure that out later. But beyond that, $5,000 also that you've won. And you were a monthly winner. So you've already walked away with a sizable amount of cash from Uno Mobiles, even more added to your tally. Here's my question, because I think there's probably some people in chat that are wanting to ask you the same. Do you have any words of advice for anyone that dreams to be a tournament winner?
Yeah, go for it. Don't not do it. I think you should always join all the contests that they have. Uno Mobile has so many contests. Just go for it. And what's the worst that's going to happen? You're just going to have some fun. And I think that it all just depends on the way you look at it. And if you're there just having fun, you know what? You always walk away a winner. So let's go for it.
I absolutely love the positivity in this. Now, listen, you can be all positive and be very happy, but at the same time, you're now the champion. People are going to know who you are. Gojj was talking about this type of event happening again next year, are you going to come defend your crown and have the target on your back?
Absolutely. Bring it. Let's do that.
I love it. I love it.
That is excellent. There's fire there, and that is perfect. So in this moment, you look back at these accomplishments that you've made, Isabella. Are there any suggestions, expectations, hopes you might have when you come back around to defend your crown? Anything you'd like to see in the future of Uno Mobile tournaments?
How about... That's a tough one. I have to think about that one actually a little bit more. I think that they do a really good job of staging everything, and I love the fact that you can pick your own card themes, and we're allowed to use our little emojis when we play and things like that. So I'll have to think about that one. I don't know how they could make it better because they do a pretty
We'll marinate on it. We'll marinate.
No, I got you. She wants the next one to be for $10 million.
Yes, I could work.
Okay.
All right. And I'll take 50%. Gojj, take it away.
There you go. We want you to be able to go celebrate, Isabella. You were fantastic all day today. Any final thoughts, any words for the broadcast, the people watching, your family, maybe the community? The floor is yours to close this out.
Okay, well, thank you so much to Uno Mobile and Mattel, and thank you everybody for on Discord and all the moderators. Everything has been, it's been so much fun, and honestly, I can just see myself carrying on playing Uno for a long time to come. And I want to say just congratulations to everybody who played today. Everybody played so fantastic, and I am still in shock. So
amazing. Well, go celebrate with your family. We loved having you here in the booth. Thank you for making that possible. And again, one more time, congratulations. Hey, we'll see you next year defending your crown, defending your title, and defending this trophy behind you. Have a great rest of the night.
thank you, you guys too.
Bye now.
Amazing. Every interview, like you said, Katie, is so beautiful. All of our players just love being here. And of course, they love winning because it's a fantastic moment they kind of share with the whole family, the whole community. They're always so plugged in. What a fun day.
What a fun day indeed. And it warms your heart. You are watching someone achieve a goal and a reality that maybe a few months ago they never even thought was possible. And that's all because of Mattel Uno Mobile. But just really so much fun. And Isabella, what a great interview on top of that. You're not sure what you're going to get. And she crushed it just like she crushed the grand finals.
Yeah, it's a great shout. And Courage, it was such a blast casting all of the action with you, my man. Obviously, you've been around the block. You've been doing this a long time, but the first time casting Uno Mobile Esports, give me your final thoughts for the broadcast before I send you on your way to go talk to your chat.
I've got to be completely honest. I have casted probably close to 100 esports events across a dozen titles at this point. This was one of the most fun events I've ever been part of because of how fast the action was. And even right there, as Isabella mentioned, she wasn't even expecting this. She just decided to hop in, play, made it through her month, got, won the title there, comes over to here, now wins $5,000. In other competitive games, you've got to be playing 10 to 12 hours a day. Here in Uno Mobile, I think the beautiful part of it is that you have exactly this right here. Just someone who decides to go for it and now has achieved something they could have never imagined and can celebrate it for years to come. So congratulations again. I think this tournament was a wild success. And the best part about it was casting alongside you, Gojj, and you, Katie.
Y'all were amazing. Katie, as always, you were fantastic on the analyst desk. I'm hoping we can bring you back into the future, both of y'all, for 2024. It's right around the corner. But for now, I will bid you farewell. Thanks again for joining me. Go celebrate with chats. Go celebrate with families. It's been a great day here in the booth.
Bye, Gojj.
Hey, I love you too, Jack. I appreciate that. Well, folks at home, we are closing out the broadcast. But before we do, I've got to announce a couple more things and remind you about what's coming down the line. It's time to first and foremost show you who the winners are going to be of our last giveaway. We've got a couple for you, so we're going to roll this scene twice. First, we've got Rua and Sandy and Yanni. Congratulations. Amazing emojis for Rua and Sandy. Background for Yanni. Huge congratulations. just for typing your IDs in the chat. And by the way, if you're still typing IDs, it's well over at this point. We're announcing the winner, so you can stop. But congratulations to those that have won here. And I think we've got one more scene of more people that have won. So let's spin that as well. We've also got Emily, Yaz, and Maka that have won as well. So huge congratulations to all 6 of our winners there in the last couple giveaway draws. I'm proud of you all for typing in your IDs. And you know what? I'm making an audible. I'll tell production to figure it out. We've got some more winners that we're going to have here shortly because you've got all of these winners here. And I'm going to award you all at home here shortly with some more codes, okay? You can put that on my shoulders. I've got a code coming your way here just in a little bit. So stay tuned for the end of the show. I've got one more code for you. This is coming from me personally. Production's going to help me out with it, all right? But before you do this, to redeem this code, you've got to download Uno Mobile for free. And I got to say, this is the last time I'm going to tell you this for the year, and I can't believe I'm going to say it. Download Uno Mobile for free right now in the iOS or Android Google Play stores. I'm assuming you all have at this point, but if you haven't, go download it so I can give you this code here shortly. And follow Uno Mobile on all major socials because they've got a lot of giveaways, a lot of community events. That Discord is thriving. You've heard now a couple people talk about it. And if you tuned into those monthly finals, a lot of our winners have talked about the amazing community that they found with Uno Mobile in their Discord. Exclamation point socials, commands. The moderators will help you out. They'll help you figure it out how to get into that Discord and how to get all set up. I'm going to shout out Neil in particular, has been a moderator in the Discord for a long time. He's been helping a lot of people for a while. So shout out to Neil and all of our other moderators. Now, you've seen a lot from Lily Pichu today. You've seen her on broadcast, and you've seen her emojis and her voice pack, sometimes in a good way and sometimes in a little bit of a bad way. If you want to get your hands on them, maybe you didn't win one of our giveaways that we've done, you can play like a pro as well. The winner of our All-Star event last summer hand created these. You heard her talk about that in the interview. You can get the Lily Pichu emoji pack and the Lily Pichu voice pack, that GG game emoji, and the Community Cup background scene in the store. That link is on the screen, store.mattel163.com/Uno. Go to that link, go check it out, go get your hands on the Lily Pichu emoji pack. It's really, really cool. She handmade them, and her voice pack is perfect. It is perfection, especially coming from an all-star champion like Lily Pichu. Now, I told you I was going to give you a gift code. I think production's figured it out. So let's roll the gift code. I told you I'd give you one more. Here you go. B 2024 Uno Champion. It is B and the numbers 2024 Uno Champion. All one word, no spaces. This one gives you 1,000 coins, 10 diamonds, 1 8x shield, 2 Uno Golden scratch tickets, and 4 Uno speakers. I told you I'd hook everybody up. I've got you the biggest one of the day just by paying attention and hanging with me to the end of the broadcast. B 2024 Uno Champion. We have crowned our champion. You all have won. Our players have won. And at the end of the day, I feel like I've won. What an incredible broadcast. I've had so much fun bringing you all of the action this entire year. Had the chance to cast the All-Stars event last summer, the debut last December, and this entire year of Uno Mobile Esports from February with Laura's win all the way down to November with Isabella being crowned the 2023 champion of the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup. A little getting choked up. It's been a great year, but I have to close out the show finally and thank you one more time. My name is Gojj, Courage, and Katie. They were all amazing. Show them some love. But until 2024, you're not going to want to miss next year's competition. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be better, and it might be wider reaching, and it is for everyone. All of those qualifiers happening in game. You're not going to want to miss it. But until 2024, for the very last time this year, I'll be signing off and wishing you a great night. See you next year.